Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Orpheus, a unique horror RPG. Someone's making noise. I thought I heard it. Someone phone watching. Alright, never mind. Start me going crazy, man! When last we left off, things got pretty dour for Crucible 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty rough. If I remember correctly, Tanner inhabited the car that he and Lee's bodies were resting in, did successfully use the car to run down a demon who was doing some terrible things in an orphanage. In the process, however, both of their bodies slung through the front windshield, skidding along the pavement, and Tanner's body is not looking great. In fact, you look down and see the thread connecting you to your body is like thin and like flashing. Looks like it could snap, be done for good.
You are. I'm bad, but I'm not that bad.
Not as bad as some.
So with that, our camera, if you can imagine, opens up. The camera moving along asphalt, shattered glass, reflecting blood, panning back to Tanner's body just mangled against the curb. A smashed car with a huge indentation in the front, although nothing visible that it ran into. And you all have just made your way out of the orphanage, essentially. You were chasing this monster. And so we will pick up with all of you relatively near each other to the scene of the car. Airbags have been deployed. Smoke is coming out of the engine. Shattered glass everywhere. The engine is still trying to turn over, making these horrible noise before it kind of sputters out.
What was the engine doing?
Like a...
Thanks. I wasn't familiar with that car sound, so now
it sputters out, sputters to death, and you all are standing here.
I think I'd like to just be on the ground, barely conscious. I want to be conscious. I'm okay, but I did go through a windshield. I think.
Oh, are you in your body? Or are you still projected?
I was.
You were projected just a moment ago.
Yeah, you're right. I am running.
So you see the horrible sight of your body as well, like skin, like just clearly has like skin on asphalt. You see gravel and blood all over your body, but you do see that you're breathing.
Okay. All right. I mean, at this point, this close to my body, it costs me nothing to come out of it. Like I'm not snapping
to
back
enter your body,
because
right?
I'm right
There's
here,
no penalty. You just kind of walk up and.
All right. I'll do that.
All right. Yeah, you all see him kind of reach out and re-merge with his body and take a deep breath, and your eyes snap awake, and I mean, you are in tremendous pain. Yep. You are just like, oh my god, everything burns from where it's skidded along the asphalt. Ribs may be broken. Like, you're gonna need medical attention. You're in a bad spot. What are the two of you doing?
I were running behind, I think, right?
Yeah, so you guys are catching up. I mean, you see that demon thing that he slammed the car into, it sort of like flaked away like ash and wind. Seems to be like there's no sign of it anymore. Looks like he certainly destroyed it.
I think that seeing Tanner and Lee. I know.
I know his name.
Whoever the other one is.
The old one.
We all know who's loved the
AKA
most
Dad.
So, seeing them on the ground, I would rush to try to check the vitals.
All right, who do you rush to first?
I saw him get the most fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
He's looking rough.
Yeah, I imagine he is.
All right.
He still? Are you in your body, or are you not in your body?
Oh no, I'm not in my body right now.
So I'm gonna run, and I can't do shit for your spirit. So I'm gonna
Spirit's fine. Actually, my spirit almost unwounded.
Oh.
However,
Great.
Mr. Coach, I would like you to take a temporary point of spite as you see your body laying there, mangled and bloody. Just like it's an unnerving sight, and the fact that you might be dead is jarring. All right, so what do? You run up to Tanner's body. Okay.
And I want to, first of all, not move it because I don't want to break your spine even more than it already is, I'm sure. Now, when they're projected, they would still have normal vitals, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're basically sort of like deeply meditating.
All right. So I would come in first, just check for pulse.
All right, why don't you... Let's go ahead and roll... How about perception in medicine? I think perception probably makes sense in this case.
Yeah, so 3...
This is sort of the first once-over.
So I'm trying to beat a 6, yeah?
Yes. Yep, 6 is always the default. And in this case, it's... You know what? I'm going to make it 7s. The reason it's a little bit harder is because he is meditating, which would lower all of his vitals. Like, he's already, like, lower heart rate, lower, rate of respiration. So difficulty 7.
Bunch of exploding.
So that 1's going to cancel that
out.
9. But you're at 2 with 2 exploders.
Another exploder.
So you're at 4. Okay, 4 successes is really good, especially for how complex it is. But you're also a pro, and you worked in the emergency room. So this is like... ICU, sorry. Okay, you're right, ICU. However, you immediately kneel down by his side. You do have to manifest to interact with his body, so please make sure to knock off 2 vitality. If you haven't already manifested, I don't recall, but I don't think you were. I can't remember.
No, because I fell through the floor.
Yeah, that's right. So go ahead and knock off 2 vitality, and when you do, you hear a scream across the street, like, ah! And you look over, and there's a woman pushing a baby who's, like, just watching it all, and then you sort of manifest as this nurse. She is screaming and, like, somewhat catatonic.
Can I use my my wail to, like, calm her?
You can. That'll be in a second. This is what you're doing right now.
I don't care about that.
You succeeded mightily, and what you find is he is absolutely on death's door.
Yeah.
There is moments left of this young man's life.
I've seen it 1,000 times.
He is bleeding from multiple places.
Internally, where I can't
Absolutely
see
internally.
everywhere.
Blood is kind of streaming from his mouth.
Ooh.
One way or another, you know that this body is done unless you can get it to a hospital right now. And even then, your sort of initial assessment, your heart kind of sinks a little bit, right? Because you have a connection with this young man. You sort of...
Vitality.
I mean, you get the sense that he's essentially nearly dead. The rest of you see her kind of checking it once over. In fact, I think you see her put a stethoscope in, like some spiritual stethoscope that was just sort of there. And, you use that to check out the vitals. Hey, real quick, thank you to Corey for the subscription. My dude, 8 months. Thanks, Corey. We love you. And also to Phoenix Iwaki for 2 Divine Intervention dice. Certainly going to need those. Probably. You guys are going to be fine. So those, if you guys recall, can add an extra die to any roll. So please feel free to spend them up.
So, it's a weird thing to, like, check on Tanner's body and be like, oh my god, he's, like, 2 seconds away from death, but he's fine because I can see him.
Right. It is.
That's the first time that I've dealt with that.
So, Lee, you're sort of coming to... You cough and bits of gravel spit out some gravel.
Like, put a hand on Lee, because they're close together.
They're pretty close.
And I would say, don't move.
Okay. I'll just roll on to my back, because I imagine I did the hard stop on my own.
If I see him
body.
trying to roll, like, I would come and, like, stabilize his neck to, like, let him.
Yeah, you do so.
Like, I know what to do in this situation, so I'm kind of, like, between the two trying to stabilize.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is my phone intact? Probably be in my pocket.
You know what? Let's give that one a random chance.
Yeah,
because, how about you roll a die? I think it's a modern smartphone, so at the very least, the...
Did you have an OtterBox
I've got an OtterBox.
You got an OtterBox? You know what? Lee seems like the kind of dude who has, like, a hard shell case and a thing on his belt for it.
I don't think he does.
What? I don't know. I think he does. What do you guys think?
I think he's had to be charming, and his ability to look at social situations is like, if I have a cell phone, nobody's gonna talk to me.
Yeah, if you're that dude that has a cell phone holster. No offense to any cell phone holster wielders. Okay, let's give it...
That you have to use the adjective wielder.
Do just a
let's
D6
do that.
instead.
I'm going to give you a... do a D6. On a 1 or a 2, the phone is shattered. On a 3 through 4, the phone is functional but wrecked.
For the emergency call.
Yeah.
I can just...
On a 5 or a 6, the phone is mostly fine.
Alright.
It just kind of depends how you landed. We'll leave it to fate. Okay. You
It was
could roll
a
a
4.
4. So the phone is functional, but it is like you pull it out and some glass falls off it. But it is indeed functional.
I'll just type in. I'll just be like, call 911.
Alright, we'll cut to that. You were checking their bodies over. What is Rhiannon doing at this point right now?
How much do I have to spend to be manifested?
2 for full manifestation, which is like appear human.
And I can touch things?
Yes, you can fully interact at 2 vitality.
I'll spend my last 2.
So you're at 0 vitality?
As am I.
Oh, wait, what
If
happens?
you have 0 vitality, you have to either spend willpower or tap spite to come back. You can't be at 0
Oh, wait,
vitality.
never mind. So,
I
what
spent
am
my
I
last
at right
2.
now?
Yeah, because I spent 3 that were given to me from tapping spike,
Yeah.
but you can't go over your dots.
Oh.
Oh,
No, you can. On temporary vitality, you can.
Oh,
You can go
okay.
over your
So if I
dots.
spent
Yep.
1 willpower and gain, then I could spend the ones I gain.
Yeah. So if you were to spend a willpower right now, you could free up a vitality, basically, and manifest, because it's 3.
what's the difference between the bubbles on the top and the squares?
So the top is your rating.
Oh,
The bottom is your current vitality.
I'm not going to take, like, a penalty if I spend 1 willpower and then use my vitality.
Oh,
To manifest.
okay, so
No penalty.
I can go to the end of this for
Mhm.
spending temporary vitality. My bad.
Yes.
I was thinking I couldn't go past my rating. So
Yeah,
I was,
it's
spending
weird.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
It's weird. Anytime you sort of reset, your current vitality starts equal to what you're at.
Okay.
So, you guys might want to reverse instead of ticking them off as you use them, or start at the top part of the rating. Does that make sense? And
I
then
see.
tick downward.
Put X's through all of them and
Yeah.
then erase.
Yeah, because anytime you kind of reset, your temporary vitality is equal to how many dots you have.
Got
So
it.
the boxes will be equal to dots.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm spending 1 willpower.
Okay.
Is that my action to do that?
We're sort of
Okay.
out of initiative
Well,
right now.
so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to manifest.
Cool. Yeah, so you sort of... And you have to call upon your inner reserve, spending that willpower, then you manifest.
And then I'm going to take his phone out of his hand.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm going
you're holding
to,
your phone, and she reaches down and grabs it, and I mean, you have no strength to resist.
And I'm going to call an Uber. I'm going to book an Uber, too, to see whatever
Okay.
comes faster, 911 or an Uber.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna wait till after he calls 911, or just grab
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Well, after he calls 911,
Okay,
yeah.
got it. So, in fact, we'll play that out, and then you're sort of catching up in the meantime. So, 911, what's your emergency?
There's been a car accident outside of St.
Andrews, yep.
Outside of St. Andrew's Church.
It's like, are there any casualties? I have no idea what 911 operators would say.
Not that.
You want to be the you want to play the 911 operator? Yeah.
I'm ready.
Situation report. Why don't you be the 911 operator then?
Whoa, that sounds pretty fucked up, man.
Ooh, pretty far along as it
These
is.
dead people!
I hope you're okay.
Is he cut?
Lynn, you want to be the 911 operator for me?
Yeah, so it's like...
They'd be like,
Go
you
ahead.
sound cute.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
call 911 regularly. Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
911. I do, it's my job.
I know.
Alright, 911, what's your emergency?
There's been a car accident outside of St. Andrew's Church.
Alright, sir, are you one of the injured?
Yep.
Was there anyone with you?
My friend Tanner.
Is there anyone there that's not injured?
No.
What's your name?
Lee. Bennett.
There's no one there that's not injured.
Correct. Just the two of us that are here are the injured ones.
Can you move?
Barely.
I mean, all the while she's like, just
Yeah.
Batman. She's just trying to like
Yeah, you
make
hear-
sure
you hear
you're
keys
not like dying. Lee, if you look over at your friend, what is he doing? Can he move? Are his eyes open?
I'm gonna cover the phone. I'm gonna be like, how bad is Tanner?
I would try to be comforting to Lee and be like, I think we just need to get someone out here as soon as we can.
As you look down, you just see him like blood pouring out of his face.
He's 5 seconds from dead.
I'll be like, he can't move at all. There's a lot of blood.
He's dead.
I think he might be dead or dying right now.
Lee, is there another car? Did you hit another car?
No.
Did you hit an animal?
Yes.
Okay,
We went through the windshield. He's just talking. We
I know.
Seatbelt.
I never called for a car accident, so, like, I'm at the end of what I know to do.
I'm just gonna just please get a fucking emergency vehicle.
Alright, and as you say that, the hand just snatches it out. You do try to bring up Uber, but his phone is kind of fucked. Here's what I would like you to do. Please roll wits and computers for me. Difficulty is 7, trying to pull up the Uber, because you're like, bits of the screen aren't functioning.
Man, if Uber gets here first, I'm not letting them put you guys in their car.
Ooh, that is a reroll, and that is a 1 success there, so that's two successes. It takes you a bit, but you're like, I'm pretty sure that's good. And you do, in fact, call an Uber, and it's nearby. It's like a block away. What is the ghost of Tanner doing? You're seeing this. This is kind of all playing out in front of you. She's, Rhiannon's on the phone. Like, you're trying to, like, get the angle right.
Not much. Honestly, I think he's almost
In a little bit of shock.
Yeah, more like, I think he's kind of like standing there. He's starting to kind of like shake a little bit. I was okay with maybe this happening. I was not ready.
You hear a little voice behind you. Did you get the monster?
Jamie.
It is the sweet little Jamie, who was previously hidden but heard all the commotion.
Yeah, Jamie, we did. We got the monster.
He kind of looks relieved. He's like, thank you.
You're safe now, Jamie.
Thank you. It was scary, the Prowler.
I know.
Is somebody hurt? And you look over and just see your body.
Broken as fuck.
No, nobody's hurt right now. Come on, Jamie, let's take a little walk.
And as you say that, a Ford Escape pulls up with an illuminated Uber sign, and a girl opens the front door, comes running out. She's like, "Holy shit! Is somebody hurt? What the fuck?"
Girl, what's your name?
Madison.
Madison? Let me fucking tell you what. Girl, I work for fucking Orpheus. I will give you $300 tomorrow if you get us to the hospital in 5 minutes.
She's like,
$400.
She's like, shit, okay, but also you gotta pay to get the blood out of my car. Alright,
Done.
Let's do this. And she sees you, I mean, you're fully manifested, and she, like, grabs Tanner's feet.
I would not let her do that.
She's like, okay, what?
You need to leave him here. He has to go on a stretcher. You can't move him around.
She's like, okay,
Getting
911, they haven't sent anyone yet.
Getting him to the hospital dead is not going to help. He's not stabilized. He can't sit in a car.
Where the fuck's the ambulance at?
She's like, what should I do? Real quick, coach, I need you to roll a straight up stamina check for me. Difficulty of 7.
You have 1 success.
This is a
No,
1.
it's a 1.
Oh no, so it's just a fail.
But that's a 10. Oh, but it cancels
Yep.
first. You don't explode first. You'll have one more opportunity, but your body is basically dying. She kind of picks his legs up and blood just like pulls out of his
What
mouth.
if you stabilize his body in, like, the back seat or something?
I would, man, we can't have him die in the backseat of an Uber.
You want him to die on the concrete?
Madison was like, yeah, I don't want anyone dying in my car, man. $400 is not worth that evil.
Madison, can you get in your car, please?
She's like, and like, kind of gets in and closes the door, and you see her, like, take her phone out.
Don't adjust my Uber rating!
My Uber.
This is a huge liability on Orpheus, and if we put him in that car and he's alive right now, he won't be by the time he gets in there, and I'm not going to kill him.
And you do hear sirens in the distance. Why don't you make me a stamina check as well, sir? Difficulty 7. This is to see if you can even, like, sort of function.
No.
Alright, you start to feel yourself going into shock. You happen to know a little bit about it based on your battlefield experience, but you're like, oh my god, I'm feeling like super cold, and like, feels like you're starting to panic.
Well, I think Emily's probably mostly taking care of Tanner.
I mean, I would have checked.
Definitely. But I think even in dad brain, he's like, I'm not the priority. This young man is. But I think Rhiannon, you gotta keep me awake. I'm going into shock. I'm real cold.
I'll start slapping his face.
Right. She's like, yeah.
Just talk to me or ask me a question or something.
I'll slap his face again.
Oh!
How does that feel?
You're an asshole.
Tanner's completely unconscious.
He
right?
is. His body is completely unconscious. And if he were to get back in his body, he would not wake up.
No.
And I think you realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see her slapping Lee?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, you just see her
I'm not like
slapping.
slapping him hard.
Yeah, just like
I know,
to keep him.
I know.
Yeah.
Choking.
Yeah. It's like, I got it.
So,
Spits in your mouth.
like, I would have like a stethoscope to Tanner just to make sure I can like still hear a heartbeat.
It is incredibly faint.
Yeah. And I would be checking his pulse. I'm sure it's like real throaty and slow, but I hear sirens, so I would shout over to Lee like, Lee, what's your favorite song?
David Bowie, Life on Mars.
Can you sing it for me? How does it start? I know that one.
Oh man, I wish I could kill it right now, but I can't. It's a god-awful small affair.
I'd slap him.
Nice.
Bannon, do you know that song?
You probably do, right?
Yeah.
Alright, sing it with him.
I don't know the
Go
lyrics.
with them.
I can sing them poorly.
Yeah. You're kind of like doing the thing where you follow
And I'd
him.
be like, no. Sing Dave. You both know that one.
I'll be like,
Lydia.
Oh, the softer light.
Softer light.
That's the lyric.
Yeah, you just sing it the way you've heard it. Softer light. Lydia, Emily, take a point of willpower back. Because your nature is caretaker and you are mastering this current situation. As an ambulance comes streaking around the corner, sirens blaring. Coach, I need another stamina check. The difficulty is going
willpower?
to be I think you
Spend
can
the
spend
dice.
willpower.
Don't
Yeah,
fuck it up. God.
Spend a willpower and a dice.
Spend a willpower and a die. Got it.
And don't die.
And a don't die, yeah. So one auto success and additional. How much willpower can I spend per roll?
Just one.
Just one. Okay.
You gotta die. Yep.
Success.
Nope.
3.
It's difficulty 8.
Oh,
So
my
one
God.
success.
One success as a result of the willpower. Body's hanging on. Ambulance pulls up. 2 people get out. Kind of a older, heavy-set man, young woman.
Some EMTs.
Yeah, some EMTs.
I give them, like, the very clinical rundown of, like, he's got this injury, like, these are his vitals, like, pulse is thready and slow, like, he's going into shock, keep him talking, like,
Okay.
here's what happened.
With your help, in fact, here's what I would like you to do, please. Roll me manipulation and medicine. Is manipulation what I want to do? Roll charisma and medicine. As you're, like, explaining to them, you know, what they should do in a polite manner.
Can it be intelligence? I'm not trying to be charismatic about it.
Sure, yeah, you're being
I'm
very
giving
clinical.
them
You got
information
Yep.
that I've gathered.
I'm convinced. The old, he's convinced? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, let me explode it, though, for fun.
Okay, so that's 4 successes. Coach, I'm going to lower the difficulty of your next stamina roll as a result of her perfectly explaining the situation. They're getting him onto the stretcher.
I'm helping.
Madison is sobbing in her car. No idea what's going on. They get him on a stretcher and they're like, we've dispatched a second ambulance for the other one. They're not going to even bother with Lee right now.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
fine.
just take the
I would get like blankets from the ambulance, and I'd get oxygen.
Perfect.
They always have that shit in there.
Yep,
and
they hand you everything you need.
I would use that to stabilize him. I'd get a blood pressure cuff, make sure that I can
Cool.
stabilize the vitals.
They hand you all the gear, and they get in and race off, and you're standing there, and you're like, oh shit, and like your body rounds the corner.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Spin me a point of stamina, or of vitality, please, as you are maintaining your projection. We'll call that. That'll last you for the next hour.
Snapping back is 1 point of bashing damage. Just to let you...
That's right. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this current situation is Lee is now like covered up and everything, and a couple minutes later, another ambulance kind of starts arriving. Anything anyone wants to do in the interim as the four of you are here? Madison is sobbing. Jamie, before you've even realized it, he's like kind of holding your hand. This little ghost boy. Anything anyone else wants to do?
Should probably call Prater.
Do that later. We don't need him right now.
Give me.
He might.
Do I still have his phone in my hand?
Yeah. Pieces of glass are like falling off it.
Does it look bad from all sides?
Oh yeah, it's wrecked. It's functional-ish. Like the home button is like inside, like it's fallen inside the glass, you know, and you can see the little like plastic, like little thing that you gotta press for it.
Prater might be able to open some doors for us in places.
The hospital?
He might.
I could probably open those doors better.
Orpheus is a lot of money. It's a lot of weight to throw around.
Call Prater and tell him to make whatever calls he needs to make.
Should we get in the Uber?
No, I'll ride in the ambulance. Give Madison some
Didn't
money
it
and tell
already
her to
go?
The second one's coming.
The second ambulance is coming for Lee.
Oh, okay.
Madison can't drive us to anywhere. Just give her some money and send her home.
I don't have money.
I reach into Lee's pocket.
You find his wallet.
Yeah.
He's got a money clip, I imagine. With
He
some
doesn't
money
give
in
a
there.
shit. I just take whatever cash he has
Yeah.
and I give it to Madison and I'm sorry, just go home by yourself.
You grab $90. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's, is everything okay? I'm sorry, I couldn't help.
They're gonna be fine. I'm a nurse. They're gonna be completely fine. They just need to get to a hospital. I think he has a broken arm.
She's like, okay, all right. Well, good luck. She kind of stares at you for a second. Turns her car over.
Okay, we're a thumbs
Pulls
up
out.
while she
Yeah.
drives away.
She's looking like panicked. I mean, her face looks.
I mean, yeah, I guess the last thing, like, even though I can't touch him, just did a good thing, Tanner.
Thanks, Lee.
I would just be sitting behind Lee, like keeping his head steady because he keeps trying to look over.
Yeah, keeps trying to do stuff. You need to spend a point of willpower to come back with 3 vitality. You're at 0 vitality right now.
Gotcha.
Mana's nearly tapped out. That's good. Yeah, so essentially that's your gauge. If you are filled up to your vitality point, then you are out of vitality.
I'm out of vitality.
And don't forget you can tap Spite to get 3 vitality as well.
Yeah, I'm out of vitality, but
You can't be at 0. You have to have vitality.
I don't need it now, though.
You do not. You're back in
Wait,
your body.
so what am I at? I regained 3.
You
and I
have
only
you have a
spent
standing
2.
you have a standing extra right now.
I have 1 extra
Yeah.
from when I spent a willpower.
Technically, you're below 0. We won't worry about it right now. Just everybody get down to where you have 1 vitality left. All right.
How?
So this is your limit, not 10. That's your limit.
That's what I was
That's how
saying
many.
earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I was at, and then I spent 1 willpower to get 3.
So are you showing what you have or what you've spent?
This is what I've spent.
So you've spent 10 vitality.
Yeah, that's what I was confused at earlier.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
we were spending...
Yeah, well, let's take a quick second then to get on the same page. You can spend up to your maximum vitality. That's your cap.
Even if I've spent willpower to go over.
So if you spend willpower to go over, you can essentially get erase ones you've spent. If you're marking how many you've spent,
Okay, so then I did spend 1 willpower.
I see
so
your question.
Then I took
Yeah, I got
3
your question.
back, and then I spent...
you're telling her
2 of those.
You're telling her answer in a different way.
yes, right. I
Okay.
realize your question. You were thinking it adds
I
to the
see.
maximum,
Got it.
but it's sort
so
of
that's where I'm at.
it clears 3 back.
Yes.
Yes, that is where you're
Okay.
at. Exactly.
If
You
you're
got it. You
full
got it.
and you spend a willpower, you get to erase 3
Yes.
and then use them again.
Perfect. Exactly. That's exactly right. Yep. Cool. All right. Coach, the ambulance ride. It's bumpy. They're speeding. They are trying to keep your body alive. Roll me a stamina check, my dude. Difficulty is 7 because Emily's expert advice.
I'm gonna tap my last willpower.
Spend a die.
Yeah, I guess you can be completely out of willpower. When that happens, you are essentially completely exhausted.
Yep.
So just keep that in mind. With no willpower,
well,
you're
I'm
sort of
mostly
like
dead, so
Yeah.
I
You
think that
should
would
be.
mostly
Yeah,
exhaust
yeah.
somebody. I'm gonna also use
cool.
a
Extra
dice.
die and a willpower.
I'm just kidding.
You can see yourself out of here.
Come on, difficulty 7. That is one success.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, it is because you spent a willpower.
Oh, that's right.
Your body is just hanging in there.
What hospital are they bringing him to? The one I used to work at?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm gonna call Anna.
Okay, love it. With what phone?
I'm gonna take it from
His garbage phone.
His
All
garbage
right.
phone.
The two of you have to work together to even be able to like.
I'll hold in like the screen
Yeah,
and
exactly.
one button.
I don't even bother calling Anna's number because I don't memorize it. I'm gonna call the floor that I used to work on, like the ICU.
Okay,
I'm gonna
all
call
right.
their phone. Whoever answers, I'm just gonna be like, let me talk to the charge nurse, and I'm like, it's Emily. Like, I have a friend coming in.
She knows you, whoever
Yeah.
it is, and it's like, sure, yeah, just 1 second. I think let me just flag her down.
Yeah, I'll ask like, who's the intensivist on? Like, send him down to the ER. We're bringing someone in on a bus. Like, they're my friends. I really need you
Cool.
to come in.
I don't know what any of that means, but your friend does
Yes.
pick up. And she's like, hello?
Is it Anna?
Yeah.
Anna, it's Emily.
She's like, oh shit, Emily, what's up? Hey, I'm a little busy. Everything okay?
You're going to be more busy. Two of my colleagues, they're on their way into the ER. They're riding an ambulance. One of them is Anna. He's probably going to die, and I need you to meet him down in the ER. Send whoever's up there with you.
She's like, oh my god, okay.
If you can't go, just make the call.
She's like, don't worry, I got it. I'll get on it.
Tell Dr. English in the ER to expect him. He's
She's
the
like,
best.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
She's like, okay, all right, I'll get ready. What are we dealing with?
I give her the
Yeah,
rundown.
you give her the details, no problem. Hey, So Maddie Games, thank you so much, my dude, for a subscription for 11 months. That is
Thank
awesome.
you, Maddie.
And yet again, I do need to follow up with you on merch. I'm so sorry. I just keep forgetting about it, but we will absolutely still do it. Here we go. So the second ambulance arrives. 2 more EMTs get out. You walk them through the situation just fine. You're just staring, like with no willpower. You're staring. The little boy is just looking up at you, and you see like the EMT dealing with him, and the little boy kind of tugs on your hand a little bit. What's up, Jamie? He kind of looks up at you, and his eyes look kind of watery, and he's like, I think I feel really safe now, and I think I'm about to find a home. Jamie, I hope you can. I see a lot of my friend's kid in you, and I'm glad I could give you a home. He kind of puts an arm up to hug. I think Tanner would kneel down and kind of like 1,000-yard stare behind him, but still hug him. As you're hugging him, you feel warmth on your back. And you turn and look, and you can see 2 very distorted visions of light that almost look like 2 humanoids sort of reaching out. And he kind of lets go of the hug and walks towards that, and it gets extremely bright for a second, and then and it is gone. You can take back a point of willpower because you do feel extremely at peace.
When they load him onto the ambulance, I tell Rhiannon to get on the ambulance. I tell Tanner to get on the ambulance, too.
Cool. All right, yeah. And you're sort of like, oh shit, like they're starting to close the door, and you run and kind of ghost your way in to the ambulance.
Where are you on the ambulance?
Mm-hmm. We're all getting
We're all on the ambulance.
Yeah. Are you manifested still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're still manifested, and you basically talk them into letting her ride.
It's
Whatever you have
yeah,
to say to do.
yeah.
They are doing their best to deal with him. He's clearly okay. You do finally have a broken rib. It's going to take a little while. They're sort of like oh god, and whatever. They knock you out or whatever they have to do. Do you want to project before they would probably knock him out, right? No? Yeah, okay. No, I did not do that. Never mind. They are dealing with you, and, whatever. You're in tremendous pain.
I guess I'll give him some of my own stuff, too. I'd probably just be like, hey, before my records come up, I got some shrapnel and, you know what I mean? Just, probably
Yeah.
in his 40s, he probably knows at least some of the stuff on like.
They're noting it all,
Yeah.
taking it all down. I need one more stamina roll out of you, my man. You don't know really what's going on with your body right now. Difficulty's going to be...
It's ghost puberty.
It's going to stay 7 right now. Difficulty 7. Thank you, my friend.
Roll better this time, can you?
I'm trying my hardest. I'm gonna tap that last willpower again.
All right, yeah. You're just like sitting there almost catatonic. Hey, there you go. There's 1 with an exploder. Plus your willpower. So that's 2 successes. Feel like your body's fighting. Alright, this is what happens. The ambulance, driving towards the hospital, no problem. They get there, pull up, the doors open out of the back, and I need the 2 of you. You're using dead eyes right now, right? The 3 of you, you're just catatonic. You're just like, I need you guys to all roll me, let's do perception and alertness or awareness. Your choice. Difficulty's gonna be 8.
I failed.
I rolled 2 1s and a 10, so.
Okay. That's nope, everybody failed. Alright, cool. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. They get him out and obviously don't let you guys past, like, sort of the nursing stage. I mean, they're going to take him into the ICU. Or they're taking Lee into the ICU.
Are they going to let me past?
Yeah, so we'll come to that right now. They kind of take him, and you're sort of like, but hold on, and they're like, yeah, no, no. And they kind of push him past, and you feel yourself, just being drug along.
I'm good with whatever they're doing.
Yeah. You trust. And they're clearly competent. A couple seconds later, Anna kind of bursts out of a door and sees you, and she's like, oh my god. And she looks at you for a second and is like, you look great. Is everything okay? Actually, she doesn't say is everything okay.
Yeah.
She's like, we got Tanner under control.
Is he stable?
We think so. Still touch and go. He's pretty messed up. Looks like he wasn't tensed up when the accident happened, so that's probably going to do him a lot of favors.
Thankfully.
It's like, it's going to be a long road, though. They're talking about medically induced coma.
Just make sure he's assigned to you.
She's like, yeah, I'll do that. He's important to you, huh?
Yeah, of course.
Co-worker?
Yeah, he's on my team.
She's like, alright, well, we'll take care of those guys. She's like, you just wait here. I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything, okay? She disappears. 2 of you kept in the waiting room. You in essentially the ICU. You're laying there, dead eyes still on, and you hear a scraping. And you just sort of, you're wrecked and people are all around you. You look down towards the door and you see this, charred-looking hand holding a long stilt. It kind of hits the ground, and then another stilt. And this being comes into view in the hallway through the door frame, and it's got almost like a plague doctor long mask. And it stops and looks in the room and sort of sniffs. And as it goes, you realize its lower half is just floating. Its only means of conveyance are these 2 wooden-looking stilts. It pushes past the doorway.
I'm pulling out the IV.
Oh my god, you dummy!
Alright, one of them is like, Sir, we need, somebody help me out here. Sir, you have to put that back in.
I'm also probably a little doped up by this point. I'll be like,
you would...
You don't understand.
Some of the aides kind of hold you down, and you feel a strap, around your arm.
We just added, altered mental status to your chart.
Alright.
And you feel it go back in, and you're just, trying to fight it. You see them put up another bag, and you hear that sort of outside again. And you look, and it looks like a second one, traveling the same path. And it kind of looks in again, and sniffs as you fade to black.
Okay.
You are standing there, in the lobby. In fact, the three of you are standing, I think, in the lobby. You can see that he just looks like thin and gaunt, and in fact, some of his worst aspects are kind of coming to the front. No longer does he truly look like Tanner. He looks sunken, and his cheeks are sallow, and he's just kind of like somewhat shriveled.
What does it feel like?
Empty.
They're gonna take really good care of you. I know all of them.
There's
My
nothing
best
to
friend,
take
she's
care
taking
of.
care of you.
There's nothing.
Rhiannon, as they're talking, make me a perception and alertness check, please. Got it. That is 4 successes.
Wow.
As the two of them are talking, you hear a weird like, and you are like, what the f-? And you look over and kind of curling around the foot of like a nurse who's just like taking note, you see a small fox. And it is 100% in the spirit world. It is a ghost of a fox. And it's kind of circling her foot, and it looks up at you and sort of stands on its hind legs. And it's like,
I'm gonna go down and pretend to tie my shoe, even though I'm wearing like sandals.
all right, yeah, no
And
problem.
then I'm gonna be
I mean, nobody else could see you but them.
I'm gonna be like,
It sort of stops and kind of scampers over to you, and kind of is like sitting like almost directly in front of you.
I'll like put my hand out and look away, like you do with a dog.
Yeah. It kind of, like you feel a little wet nose on the tip of your fingers.
I'll like scrunch under the...
You do, and it kind of takes it, and then it stops, and it's like, and looks super alert, and it's like,
I'll talk to it. What is it?
it kind of looks at you for a second and scampers towards the door leading out. And it kind of looks
Leading
back up at you.
outside?
Yeah, leading outside. And it's like,
Hey, Emily.
Yeah.
I think I dropped my wallet outside. It's an emergency. I really need you to help me look for it. Right now.
I know, that's weird, so yes. Don't make
Pass
me
my
roll
weird
for that
roll.
shit.
alright, the two of you walk towards the door, and it kind of looks at you all, and it scampers over to Tanner's feet.
Can she see it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
now you're like, fuck, it looks like a cute little fox. It runs over, and it's now dancing around Tanner's feet, and it's chittering. It's like, and then, like, it dances around his feet, and then runs towards the door.
Back inside?
No, towards the door leading out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my wallet's outside. Everyone.
Let's go try to find it.
Everybody make a perception and awareness roll.
Me too.
Yeah, you too. I'm gonna make yours a harder difficulty 7, just since you're so out of it right
What's the thing?
now. 6.
I only got one.
I got
You
none.
botch. You're just like, oh my god, a fox!
So me in real life.
It's so sweet looking. Oh yeah, you're sort of snapped out of it, and you can hear on the other side of those two swinging doors, you hear like a knock and a scraping, and it just sounds to be echoing.
Sound like ominous.
Oh yeah, you sort of hear it. There's the two little like glass windows, you know, and you can see darkness starting to spread over those windows. And then you look down and see this fox, and it's like dancing around your feet. You're like, what the hell? And it scampers off towards the door.
The door that we see, that he sees on
Towards the door leading out. Sorry. Towards the
Where's
door
the
leading
ominous
outside.
thing?
Through, you know, the like double doors where they can like take the stretchers.
So the ominous thing to us is inside
Correct.
the building, and the fox is trying to get us to go outside
That
the
is
building.
correct. Yes, you got it.
We need to go.
Okay,
We can't be here.
let's go out the door that the fox is
Yes.
going to.
You all go out the door. Emily, were you going to say something? Cool. You guys leave the door and look back, and you see this beak push through the door, and looks like a plague doctor. And it's got these like grubby little like goggles on that look like they're like covered in soot, and it just smudgy, heavy black. It looks like an oiled cloak. Like, you know, back in the day, they would put like tar and oil on cloaks to make them so that they're basically waterproof. And you see this thing, and then you see this like wooden stilt just kind of push through, and it's pulling itself along, and you can see on its back a wicker basket. And then as it pushes through, you see it has no legs, no visible legs. It is only walking with these stilts, and it just seems to be looking from side to side.
It has a wicker basket.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see what's in it?
It's got a little lid on it.
Oh.
But, like, you know, just,
lid.
it's about maybe this
Just
big.
like me.
Yeah.
Wicker basket.
And you guys are kind of looking inside and seeing it, and there's like a cloud of darkness just trailing behind it. And in fact, it passes the nurse at the nursing station, and you can sort of see these like tendrils of darkness kind of swirl around her, and her demeanor seems to shift, and she's just like, goddamn patience. Like, she just looks mad.
That's
Alright, what do you guys do? You're sort of peering in the
makes a lot of sense.
You're peering in the like glass sliding doors that have the little radar sensor, you know? None of you are manifested right now, so the radar sensors don't...
We're manifested.
Oh, you are. Yeah, I'm sorry, you both are. The radar sensors triggered, so the door opened and then closed behind you. And you look around and that fox is gone. Completely gone. But you're looking inside and you just see this thing. And it's kind of like looking side to side. No.
We need farther
What do we do? What do we even do?
away from that,
None of us can handle taking that thing on right now.
so we go the other way.
Lee's in there.
Lee will
You're
be
in
fine.
there.
I will be fine. I think.
Your soul spirit thing essence is out here.
Yeah.
Lee's everything is in there, and he's got no phone for me to contact him.
And if we go in there, you guys, whatever those things, will probably end up in those baskets.
I'm gonna take that chance, and I'm gonna go back in.
To confront the thing?
No.
Okay. You wait for it to pass?
Yeah.
It seems to be on patrol.
Yes, I
Alright.
gather that.
Yeah, and like you kind of see the darkness go around a corner and it sort of disappears.
So I'm, like when I manifest, I'm like the best version of myself, is that right? So
Yeah.
I look like Emily, but like 10 years younger, and
Yeah.
I'm in like my full like nursing outfit, like
Yeah.
like right out of school or something. So people would probably recognize me
I think that's reasonable.
in
Yeah.
like the departments that I was in a lot. So I would try to like talk my way up to being able to check on Tanner and Lee.
Okay, no problem.
They're in, I imagine, either in the trauma or the ICU or something.
Yeah, they're definitely in the ICU.
Okay.
Probably both.
Great. So
we'll say you make it past the first kind of checkpoint, like the
they don't keep you out of there.
right. She just looks like whoever's on duty doesn't even notice.
Okay.
You walking with her?
I'll go back in
I'm
there.
manifested. They won't let me.
Well, but you're with her, so she could. You're like, I'm outside.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. You just kind of plop down outside, or like, nope.
I would tell Rhiannon to stay with him
Where?
outside.
Outside.
We're not gonna leave you alone inside.
I'll be fine.
Couldn't we do like I saw in a movie once where we like go in the closet and we can get some scrubs and
I'm already wearing scrubs.
but like the two of us.
No,
I'm not
Or
going in
well
there.
me.
I can get you some scrubs.
And then I could go with you.
You can come with me anyways,
Well then why would we stay out here?
because he doesn't want to come in.
If I go in there, whatever that thing is, it wants me. If I go back to my body, I feel like I'm not coming back. It almost feels like a Grim Reaper.
I'm just gonna check on their bodies and make sure that they're stable. I'll come right back.
Alright, if you're not back in 15 minutes.
You have Lee's phone.
Barely.
I'll call it from the nurse's station.
As you look at like another piece of glass
Yeah.
sloughs off it.
If I don't
screen
hear
is
from
like
you
lines.
or see you in 15 minutes, we're both coming inside.
Done.
So...
Can I see his thread attached to him still?
You do, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, it looks a little better than it did previously.
Okay. I would keep an eye on his thread. Make sure it's connected.
Deal. 15 minutes.
15 minutes, and I'll call you. If it's going to be longer.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, you head back
4.
inside.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear faintly down another hallway that sort of fading, like it's moving in a different direction.
I don't even look in the direction that I hear it. I don't want to see it, and I don't
Yeah.
want it to see me.
Cool, love it. You walk right through the first station, and you wind up in the ICU, no problem. And I will say, whatever that first nursing station is, you clearly know more about this than I do, so just roll with me.
That's fine.
She sort of looks up and she's like, Emily, is that you?
Hey, Suzanne.
It's
She's like-
Brittany, bitch!
She kind of stands up, she's like, oh my god, you look great!
Thanks, it's because I haven't been working any night shifts.
She's like, oh yeah, I hear that.
If you get off
Believe me."
nights, it does great things for your skin and everything else.
Rejuvenderm.
Must be nice. We've missed you around here. There's nobody to talk about their dogs right now. Nobody is, like, bringing in pictures of the dog. How is Rory?
Rory's great.
As she says that, you hear some kind of, like, panicked voices. Like, just coming from a room. I mean, standard. And you kind of hear, like, a vitals monitor. And it sounds like it's, like... It sounds like it's going south.
A little
Yeah.
frenetic.
Yeah. And you kind of like, grab, 20 cc, whatever. People are, like, shouting at each other. You know the deal.
Yeah.
And she's like, Anna said you knew the two guys in the accident.
Mm-hmm. I did. I do. I know them.
She's like, shit, what happened? Were you there? You hurt?
I'm fine. I wasn't in that car. I was nearby. They flew through the windshield.
She's like, ugh. She's like, well, they're in 3 and 7. Probably shouldn't let you look back there since you don't work here anymore, but if you want to go check in, I don't think anybody would mind.
Is that...
And the frantic sounds you're hearing are not one of those rooms. It's like the other wing. It'd be like room 12.
Yeah.
But you hear, like, people, like, frantically, like, trying to stabilize someone.
I would ask, like, is Dr. Jones on tonight?
She's like, it's English tonight.
That's fine.
She's like, 12 sounds like it's not going so good. Multiple gunshot wound.
Probably not going well.
And you hear coming from room 12. And the moment you do hear that sound coming down a hallway. And then you hear it in another hallway. You hear multiple.
Like they're coming for that.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to see this. Do ghosts know that I'm in their
I think
world?
they probably would.
Would they know?
Yeah, they probably would.
Okay.
That being said, if you have enough vitality, you sort of appear alive.
I
So there's
see
a
your
chance.
thread.
Yeah, well,
I
you
don't
guys don't
have
have
a
a
thread.
visible thread. You're dead. Your
Yeah.
bodies are dead. They're just preserved. They have a thread. You guys,
we don't have threads?
You guys do not have threads. You
I-
out of the
This whole time,
I thought I
I've
had
been imagining my thread winding around houses and
just
the city
them.
as we're like driving around.
Okay.
you out of the corner of your eye see some like darkness spill out of an opening and hear that, and then in the direction of room 12 you hear, "Oh my God, where am I? Oh my God!" What would you like to do?
I? Oh, heavens.
You're
Heavens
done.
be.
I would like to skip.
If only someone could tell me where I was.
Let's just go to the next scene.
Jam and toast over here for anyone who wants it.
Alright, you sort of sit there and you kind of feel that
The
darkness.
presence, yeah.
And it kind of rounds a corner, seemingly ignoring you, and you hear that voice like, "Oh my God, who are... Oh my God! Ah!" You hear all this horrible, frantic screaming and rending sounds. And you hear now 2, like, sets of those clickings, and you hear a strange, guttural sound that sounds like they're communicating. And the old's
Just like speaking infernal.
and you're just kind of standing there, and she's like, "What's the matter, Emily? Everything okay?"
Yeah, I was thinking about Dr. English being on tonight, and it's just something he said once.
And as you're talking, you glance out of the corner of your eye, and you see one kind of on patrol, and it turns its head in your direction and sniffs. And it keeps going. In the back of the wicker basket, you see a body, like a spiritual body, just sort of like slumped.
Cool. I'm not touching that situation. I'm not here for that.
You're just like,
That sucks. And I'm sure we'll get assigned to that, or another Crucible will eventually. Not my job right now.
got it.
Like, I'm here for these homeboys.
That
so.
strange reaper seems to disappear around the corner.
Great. Good riddance. I'm really sorry for that person's soul.
Alright, Susanna's like, Emily, is everything alright? And you're just, as the darkness kind of fades.
Sorry, Suzanne. It's been a really long night. I'm gonna go check up on Tanner now.
She's like, alright, don't linger too long. I don't want to get in trouble.
Of course not. Sorry. I'll walk to bed 6.
Yeah, it's 3, I think it was 3 and 5 or whatever.
I
3
will
and
walk
7.
to bed.
3 and 7.
I go to 6 anyway.
I'm gonna go to 6. and
You see an
check
empty
on
bed and think Tanner's dead.
You go into 3 and you see Tanner's body, and he's, clearly wrecked, but
Hooked
everything
up to monitors.
hooked up to monitors is barely stable. We're going to go to the last stamina check to see if your body survives. Standard difficulty at this point, because you are in a hospital. Standard stamina check.
679, 680,
Yeah.
681.
Like, I don't necessarily walk in, but I will stand back and, like, watch his monitors.
Yeah.
And, like, watch his...
How many you got there?
Is this a 10?
Oh, shit. I rolled 6. I should have rolled 5. My bad. Yeah, that's a 10.
Well,
Oh,
you
yeah,
screwed up, so
yep.
just re-roll them all. You lucked out there, because
Yeah.
that was not looking so hot.
Need 5.
That looks a lot better. With 1 success, your body will survive.
I'm so afraid.
You're gonna be fucking sore in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'm leaving the hospital for the rest of the campaign.
No, you're gonna be there a while.
We'll see. You check in on him, and clearly you can see that he is stable, and, you couldn't make the prognosis right now as to whether or not he'll live, but you see that everything seems to have been done very competently.
Would Orpheus have given us, like, medical cards in the event of something like this? Like,
You have your insurance, but...
Our insurance cards would probably
But as-
be special.
as far as, like, HIPAA, like, if they're allowed to speak with...
I
Okay.
don't think so.
Okay. Cool. Well, then I won't pressure Anna to give me any details, because that would be breaking her oath.
Alright.
And then I will walk into bed 7.
Alright.
I've been put down.
You see Lee is...
I see
and
that
he is
he's
strapped in.
I would laugh. Go figure.
How many minutes have gone by?
I think at this point it's been about 10 minutes. You trying to make your way back out?
Yeah, let me just, like, peer in and check on Lee's monitors, make sure he looks okay. I'm gonna laugh at his straps.
Yeah. He looks fine. He's gonna live.
Is he being sedated just because he was being aggressive?
You can check the chart.
Yeah,
They gave you, like, a fucking Haldol dose, like...
I don't know what that is, but yeah, you don't know for sure why he's strapped in. But at the same time, something in the back of your mind can see him being stubborn while being treated. Like, even like a vision surrounded in dust and dirt and hearing explosions in the distance and someone like dabbing a cloth to his head and he's kind of like, I'm fine.
I guarantee, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm satisfied that they both seem stabilized. Lee probably has a chance of getting out in the next few days. Tanner's gonna be here a minute.
Yeah, Tanner's gonna be here in a minute.
Cool, I can see those things every day.
I don't know the extent of his injuries, but I'll make my way back out.
Oh, you make your way back out. Can you roll me perception and stealth, please?
I choose not to. I don't want to perceive.
Alright, perception and stealth.
How stealthy am I? I got a little stealth bubble.
Yeah, you a stealthy? Alright, with no successes.
I have an 8.
And
It's a
one.
6.
Oh, a 6 is a success. 1 success. Alright. You are, like, making your way back out. At one point, you round a corner and see one of those, like... And you just quickly kind of turn, and it passes by you again, and it kind of turns towards you and makes that weird sniffing, like... And then just slides past you, and the darkness kind of disappears down and around another corner. And then you make your way back out. It's like time. Like, you're looking at the clock, you're like, oh god, it's like 14 minutes and 20 seconds. And finally you see the door slide open and Emily comes out.
How are they?
They're fine. They're
How
gonna be
am I?
fine. You're gonna be here a while. I don't know what your exact injuries are, but there's a lot of them.
I can kind of make that connection.
Can I inspect his spirit body to see, like, what,
None of his wounds would manifest on his spirit body.
they wouldn't?
Yeah, nope. You wouldn't know anything. He looks fine, he just does have that kind of 1,000-yard
Okay.
stare.
And he
You
would,
do feel your vitality draining and know you've got to get back to your body somewhat soon. You got time. A couple hours.
would he be able to... He doesn't feel any of the injuries, though, does he?
Nope. Sure doesn't.
Okay.
He's gonna have to go back through to... No, he just... How do you go back to your body?
You can ripcord, which puts a point of damage on your body, where you just like fly back. Or he can make his way back. You know this about them. You know the physiology, and you know that as a skimmer, he's gonna have to get back to his body.
Mm-hmm. He's fine. I don't know what your injuries are, Tanner, but it looks bad. You're stable for now, but you've got to get back to your body. We're gonna have to walk you in there. I saw those things with the masks. It's like they're... You want to talk about it? Okay. Be quick. Well,
It's too dangerous to ripcord back. I can't.
absolutely not. I wouldn't let you try that ever. Not right now. We're gonna walk you in there.
If Jamie can be brave, I can too.
Can't you, like, turn into an object?
I don't feel much strength right now.
Don't do anything. Just let us walk you there. I'll...
Promise you'll be by me.
Of course. I would, throw his, like... Well, I can't touch him, can I?
You can, yeah.
Yeah,
Remember
you're all
even-
spirit.
You're all spirits.
Okay,
So
so I
spirit can always interact with spirit.
I would take his arm and, like, put it over me and, like,
Yeah.
grab him around the waist, like, do the very caring, like...
Yeah. He's like a little bit limp.
Yeah.
As she touches you, there's that brief electricity, and you can see a sunny day and a beautiful dog chasing a tennis ball. Just for a split second, it's like this place of hope and happiness lifts your spirits slightly.
So I'm walking him and I'm talking and I was like, I'm gonna just talk him through, like, what's gonna happen. Like, you're probably gonna wake up tomorrow and there's gonna be so much beeping. You're really gonna hate it. It's so annoying. That's what everyone always says. I don't even hear it anymore. And just, like, bullshitting and, like, trying to keep his mind off of it.
Yeah.
Keep moving through the hospital.
What are you doing as they're going through?
I'm right behind him.
Alright.
And I'm kind of just, like, keeping an eye.
Why don't you both roll perception and stealth for me?
So 1, 2.
Nice.
1.
Cool.
I had 2 exploding.
Alright, with that, you all are able to make your way through the halls, but at one point you have to duck into, like, a conference room as you hear the... and it passes by outside, and you're all just like...
I wouldn't make it a big deal. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, sorry. Tanner, I just got a little bit lost. I thought you were in bed 12, but no. You're in bed 7. They moved you at the last minute. It's a much nicer room.
Alright.
The equipment on this side of the hospital is newer, too. I know that.
What's the difference between a nice room and a regular room? I've only seen these shit rooms that the bands go in. The label doesn't front any money for a nice room.
Well,
Nice.
I just know that this wing of the hospital has the newer equipment. We don't tell anyone
Do you get, like,
that.
TVs and stuff?
When he's awake, he'll get a TV.
Like 2 TVs?
Just one TV, usually.
TVs. Perfect.
And if you're nice, you'll get your own bathroom.
Maybe they'll give you that really nice green Jello.
Probably not going to let you eat solids for a while, I'll be honest.
Hospital Jello.
Are you demanifesting to get in? Alright, so you're like this, and they do not see him. He is not manifested.
Oh, I should, I'll, awkwardly walk like this, too.
You sort of, your bodies are kind of half merging a little bit.
I would, if anyone asks any questions, like, if I get up to Suzanne, I'll be like...
Yeah, Suzanne's like, hey, back again?
This is Tanner's girlfriend.
I just got in touch with her. She's like, hey, hurry, okay?
Okay.
Alright, real fast.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I just don't know what I would do if my baby didn't make it.
She's like, I understand, honey.
This Christmas, he was going to ask me to marry him.
Nice. Perfect. And you make it into the room, and Tanner, you see your body there. Actually, much more peaceful than previously. A lot of the blood's been cleaned up. You are still laying there looking wrecked, but you don't look the way you looked in the street.
That's an improvement.
You're guaranteed, have a ventilator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have a tube down.
Yeah.
You are most definitely being respirated
Multiple
mechanically.
machines.
This is going to suck.
Yeah, when they take that tube out, it's really going to hurt your throat. I'm sorry.
Can't hurt worse than being dead.
Don't struggle.
And with that, you're able to touch your body and slide back into a comfortable darkness. And that's where we're going to take our first break, everyone. We will pick right back up here in the hospital about a day later. See you all in a bit.
I kept expecting the Orpheus.
That'll happen soon.
Blabber, bladder.
Bladder.
Cool. We're back. Hey, everybody. All right. So, question. We are skipping ahead about 24 hours to when Tanner wakes up. The two of you were in the interim given the opportunity to be brought up, to come back into your bodies, if you'd like. Just to summarize, Orpheus has treated this very seriously. You know, Praetor was horrified. Their legal has, shown up at the hospital to take care of it all. Of course,
Yeah, this is like workers' comp to the team.
Yeah, but they're doing a good job of taking care of you. Both of you are given the option to be put back in your proper body, or you can stay under as a ghost if you'd like. In the interim, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you guys get all of your vitality back. You guys get 3 vitality back. It comes a little slower to the sleepers.
I was going to say that I want to come back into my body because I feel like I'd be more of a advocate if I could, be present in the hospital as a human being.
In that case, take all your vitality back. Back in your body? Cool. Take all your vitality back.
I know I said it on the break, but I guess just to let anybody watching know. After the car crash, the fucked up shit at the orphanage, and then seeing that shit, I'm taking spite because I think it'd be really hard not to feel a bit spiteful.
Agreed. Yep.
I feel
Totally
fine.
agreed. You handle the situation well, which is why I gave you back a point of willpower. You were like, you know what, this is my element, I'm good at this, and you do feel like you managed that pretty well. Alright, we cut to 24 hours later-ish, when the 3 of you are present, you are in a wheelchair, they're kind of letting you around, just whatever for narrative's sake. Praetor has just left, and Tanner, you're laying in your bed. Your friends are around you. You hear the beep of the monitor. Boop, boop, boop. Slowly, you look at them. The sounds of the beeps fade from some electronic, modulated sound to scraping. And you hear a wild knocking on the door. Your friends don't seem to react. The door flies open, and an avalanche of dirt and grass and rocks, and then you wake up, and you see the 3 of them standing around. Lee is in a wheelchair, bruises all over his face. He's got a bandage around his head. 2 of them are back in their bodies, looking like themselves. Well,
You all don't look any worse for wear.
Yeah, pretty shitty kid.
You're breathing on your own now.
It hurts.
I bet it does.
Everything hurts.
I bet it does. That was an impressive tumble you took.
I don't think I'll be doing any more of those.
I would really suggest the next time you're going to leave your body in a vehicle, you put a seatbelt on it. Okay? Both of you?
You live, you learn, you,
Buckle up.
yeah.
Click it or ticket, you two.
I evaded that one-way ticket this time, but
You're lucky. You're so very lucky.
Yeah, punch that ticket.
And you, before you went into shock, you really knew all the words to every Dave song. I'm really proud of you.
Bowie?
No, Matthews.
No.
Yeah, you were singing them.
it's okay to be a closet fan of mediocre music.
Bowie?
Never had a bad taste in music my whole life.
That's debatable.
That hurt.
Have they had you up and walking yet? Can you?
No.
Have they explained your injuries? What's wrong?
Well, I have 4 broken ribs. A shattered femur.
Oh no. Are they going to have to surgically?
Remove your ribs and femur.
Yeah, I'll be a jello man on one side.
That's terrible.
And my AC joint has been separated in my shoulder.
Oh no. Internally though, everything checks out?
Stable.
Okay.
Nothing torn, no more bleeding. They said I'm going to be weak for a while because of the amount of blood I lost, and obviously.
I donated today. We're the same blood type.
Good. Good, that's helpful.
AB positive.
Yeah, I totally knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
Well, you're AB positive.
It sucked, but it was worth it. You know,
To help Jamie?
all those kids. One Tanner doesn't equal 4 kids in 3 years. And honestly, I've proved most useful on that side of things anyways. I don't have much tying me to this world. It's nice to be here, but at the end of the day, if I can make more of a difference over there, and all those kids I just saw, Evan's kid, and I wasn't gonna let that happen to her.
I read in your chart that they're taking you to surgery today for your leg.
Well,
Is there someone you want us to call to have waiting for you?
no, just you guys, if you guys could be there.
Of course.
Well, they won't let me leave yet.
No, they won't.
So I guess we're stuck together. Damn.
They told me that I could help you get up and try to walk later. So,
I can walk right now.
do you try to walk? Do you show me? Show me how you walk.
I can walk. I got a broken ribs. I can walk with a broken rib.
It'd be painful, but you can walk. Rhiannon, as they're talking, you're sort of idly looking at the television. And you can see that it's on mute, but it is the news. And you see a graphic come up that says, "Special report. What isn't Orpheus telling us?" You kind of see that graphic. Can't hear it.
I keep watching.
You grab the remote.
Yeah.
You see Rhiannon kind of grab the remote, and you all look up just in time to see this graphic. What isn't Orpheus telling us? Cuts to the news anchor. They're speaking. Clearly you can't hear him yet. Gonna unmute it? Or not?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Cuts into... the little graphical box comes up. It says, "Leaked internal memo." And the reporter says... it sounds like they're quoting. Just you cut off kind of middle, but it sounds like they're reading something. It says, "The reports from the Crucibles continue to stack up. We cannot afford to further ignore the possibility that there are extremely dangerous PLEs, and that they are far more common than initially thought. I know in the past we've opted to not share publicly for fear of causing a panic, but this has become a true threat to not only our projectors, but everyday Americans, especially those that are recently deceased." And it cuts back to the reporter kind of, looking extremely nervous, and they show a graphic of a leaked email with some redacted information. Jack Tilton, CEO of Orpheus, has refused to comment. However, a spokesperson from Terrell and Squibb just released this public statement on their website. At Terrell and Squibb, we're committed to ensuring the safety of all Americans in this new paradigm through technology. Our patented ghost shot ammunition and spirit vision goggles and camera technology will be made available to law enforcement as soon as we're ready to ship the tech. And then it kind of cuts, and she says, "From our report earlier this morning, some security footage caught Terrell and Squibb agents dealing with one of these threats." And it cuts to this kind of grainy night vision, and you see agents moving, and they've got goggles on that are lit up in the front. They're sort of like the goggles that have the single monocle right there, monoculars or something. And you see flashes from muzzles and gunfire, and then it kind of cuts back. It's like, "More on this as it develops."
If those worked, those would have been helpful.
I feel like they're just going to be a danger to us.
I don't know that we would stand that shot either. Plus, this one. That's military hardware in the hands of private enterprise. But this has been good reporting. I'll give them that. Television just doesn't get that good.
Well, I had it muted because I was tired of listening to the same Stock's up, stock's down. They don't have Nat Geo or Discovery, so it's useless TV.
Lee, are your kids coming to see you?
I haven't told them I'm in the hospital. I don't know if they know. I'll be out in a few days.
That's good.
I don't,
Do you have anyone at home? I don't know if you live by yourself?
you ask me on a date? I'm just kidding.
That was terrible.
Emily would be so like, did I say the wrong thing?
Like, no. I mean, not currently. Not that I would have to come to the hospital.
Well, I was just wondering when you go home if you have anyone there to help you. You're going to be having a hard time getting around for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just check a bit. Orpheus. Maybe not.
Saying you're a little quiet, Sean. Did you clip in a different spot or get clipped in?
No,
I'm clipped in.
Plug
Alright.
and unplug.
Don't worry about it. We're good.
Alright.
Keep rolling.
You'd be more comfortable in your own bed. If you want, I can help. If you want to go home, just check on you. Give you some food.
Okay.
Make sure you're comfortable. I know that you don't rest well in a hospital.
No.
I want you up in...
It's the smell. It's the smell of the hospital. That's the problem.
What is it?
Good to know those things.
Yeah, we want to talk about that for a minute.
Please, no.
No, not yet.
Not
Oh.
in this room.
Oh.
Let's get everyone well and on their feet with brand new femurs.
Maybe.
Hopefully patched up shoulders and internal organs functioning as they should. Okay?
Doctor said there was a chance I'd end up in a wheelchair for life.
That's
But we'll see.
an unlikely statistic, but I guess you should prepare for it.
I'm prepared. I made a choice. It was a good one.
It was a good one.
Oh, and Jamie. He found a home.
I was wondering.
He found a home.
Good.
When he said that about Jamie, I would like reach and hold his hand,
Awesome.
and I would be like adjusting the sheets and like trying to make him comfortable.
Yeah, I'd wheel up and...
Love it.
I'll keep flicking until I find Anthony Bourdain.
I know
Parts
where
of
they
the-
keep like the extra pillows, and I know where they keep the like warm blankets for the people that are in
The
shock.
less
yeah.
scratchy
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
So I would have brought you like warmed blankets and like the nice pillows.
So, the camera pans back a little bit. The crucible surrounding Tanner's bed. Light. Even some smiles. Everybody take a point of willpower back.
So,
I'm not mostly catatonic anymore.
And cut ahead just a few minutes later. You all are still in there. Knock on the door. One of the nurses pokes her head in. She says, Lee, honey, your daughter's here to see you? Jenny? It's not your daughter's name.
okay. I think I'd like to see her in my room then.
Okay, sure, no problem. Opens the
there.
door for you. So how are you feeling today?
Good. I could probably run a marathon, but, keep me in this chair.
It's like,
He would actually stop me like, I'm kidding, thank you for all your help and all the work that you do here.
she's like, yeah, of course, no problem. She kind of smiles at you, like that knowing, like, we never get that, you know?
Nice.
I mean,
You're
and
not
I
just gonna throw
think
up
that's
on
part
me.
of it. Like, I mean, I think he does appreciate it, but I
Sure.
also think having shared vitality, yeah, this is another thankless fucking job. Like,
Yep.
that is completely necessary.
You make your way to your room and you hear her like, Jenny, honey, come on back.
Are you going by yourself? We know your daughter's not named Jenny.
Yeah, you all are all like, like looking at each other. All of you know his daughter's name is not Jenny.
Lee, do you want some company? You want me to push you?
Nope, I'll let you know what we talk about.
Okay.
Don't overexert yourself.
And you all, in fact, see walk by your door, because he's in room 7, you're in room 3, a young lady in, like, a dark gray hoodie and big sunglasses. And, like, walk by.
That's Jenny.
You all, like, what? Walks into your room, you just see this girl. She closes the door behind her, takes her sunglasses off, pulls her hood back. You do not recognize her. Looks to be about maybe 24. Has a little bit of run in her mascara, and just generally looks like she hasn't slept in a while. And she kind of reaches in, and she pulls out a cigarette. She's like, shit, can I smoke in here? She's like, fuck. She's like, you're Lee?
I'm Lee. And you're Jenny.
Yeah. She's like, hey, are there any ghosts around right now?
Oh.
You don't see any. Not in the room.
Nope. No ghosts, just you and me.
She's like, I'm Alma's friend.
Gotcha.
She's like, she sent me. Said you guys might be able to help her.
Yeah, I imagine we could. What's the issue? Hey, do you want to sit down?
So, yeah, can I just sit on the bed? Or
Yep.
She kind of comes over and sits down on the bed and kind of crumples into it a little bit. She's like, I don't know, Alma. Do you want to call the others in too?
Yes, I do.
She's like, okay. I mean, she looks like straight up scared.
Who's Alma?
The girl,
Alma
the Durant's girl.
The girl who was
The rich girl.
The rich girl.
The heiress. The heiress.
Yeah, I'll open, actually, I mean, you know what? Why don't you push me back into that room that we were in?
She's like, yeah, sure, thank you. She grabs it and pushes a little bit. She's like, is that all right?
You can't hurt me, girl.
We're already standing in the hallway, like.
Yeah, all the two of you are just like.
Mm-hmm.
She pushes out and kind of looks at you guys.
I'll make a show of it too. Be like, I want you all to meet my daughter, Jenny.
Nobody seems to react, but you guys clearly know it's full of shit. She pushes him into the room, closes the door behind her. She's like, what happened to this guy?
He fell down some stairs.
She's like, I know that's not true.
Big. You're afraid enough, I bet your imagination won't have to go that far to figure out what happened to him.
She kind of nods and again, like, reaches for a cigarette and then puts it back and, like, moves the pack. She's like, Alma sent me. She said that you guys might be the only people who can help her. She said she got mixed up with the wrong crowd. Now they're bleeding her dry, using her money, and they're distributing pigment, keeping her pretty much under lock and key. There's one guy in particular. He seems like kind of a religious nut job. He goes by Bishop. I saw him kill someone who sort of talked back to him, one of Alma's friends. He didn't like it very much.
His name Uriah, Bishop?
Don't know his first name. Goes by Bishop. Big guy, bald. I think he's a ghost. But anyways, they're using her pretty bad.
So she wants us to break her out. She's gonna get out of here.
This is all she told me, and she pulls out her phone and brings up a text with her, and it's this, like, one paragraph text, rife with shorthand, like, need you to find, all these people, and it doesn't really have specific instructions, and it seems kind of frantic.
Once we get her out of that situation somehow, I'm sure somebody's gonna follow her.
She's like, yeah, I can't get near her now. We used to be able to hang out, but all those ghosts would be around her. They all looked like convicts. They all creeped me out. They're pretty mean.
So we'd have to deal with all of them.
Shouldn't she be going through Orpheus? I don't think we should just take jobs on the side.
How's she gonna contact Orpheus and pay them with all those people there?
Well, I'm just saying, we need to talk to Praetor about this, because if something like what happened at the orphanage happens when we're trying to do something for Alma and it wasn't contracted, then there's nothing to help us. As much as I want to help this girl, I don't want to die for her with no backing from Orpheus. I want their blessing for it.
Did her Orpheus payment already go through?
You know what? That's what we did. We have the father make a payment. She already did that. He's already making money. They already made that agreement.
You can still sign a contract, type an email.
Really?
He can still pay money and transfer money if he can manipulate a computer.
So he needs to start this job. He needs to ask for the help of Orpheus, and we can take it and help, but I'm not doing it on my own.
She's like, you think her old man would help? Picks up her cigarettes, puts one in her mouth, and
I
pulls
would take it.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I would also break it and throw it in the trash.
Yeah, she gets it.
You should really stop smoking.
It's like, yeah, I fucking know.
You're gonna end up like those ghosts.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think her old man would help when it comes down to it.
I think that's all he wants to do is help.
Or
I don't
make
think it's the
money.
only thing.
She's like, there is something else. I was there, I was hanging out, and I overheard Bishop yelling at her. He seemed pretty upset that she went to Orpheus in the first place. I don't know what he has against you guys, but he sounded pretty pissed. He was asking who. The only name she could remember was yours.
I'll start pulling out my cigarette.
I would take his from his mouth and break it and throw it in the trash.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, out of the four of us here, most information's out there about me.
I don't even have a Facebook.
Yeah, there's forwards to the books I've written, the places I've worked. Yeah, pretty good paper trail on me. Jenny, do you have somewhere you can go?
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I'm not going near those guys.
You should maybe stop all contact with Alma until this is sorted out. It's in your best interest.
Yeah.
Probably in your best interest if you stay somewhere else for maybe 2 weeks at least.
Okay, I can go to my grandma's in Norfolk.
Yeah, and you should really stop smoking, please.
I'll see what I can do.
I can get you some help.
Maybe another time.
I'll write down the number of the smoking cessation.
Right. She folds it up and puts it in her purse.
You done taking it?
Yeah.
I would do it anymore.
Yeah.
Go to your grandma.
So, alright. I'm sorry if I interrupted anything, but it's just Alma seemed really freaked out.
You're a good friend.
Not always, but,
Alma will recognize that at some point.
feel better or whatever.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Alright. Yeah. She opens the door. Kind of looks back one more time and is reaching for her cigarettes on the way out.
So nice to meet you.
She doesn't say anything else.
Would you
Bye,
remind me
Jenny.
exactly what Grimes told me about Uriah Bishop.
I don't remember exactly.
Looks like you'll have to catch the VOD.
I feel like
He definitely told you a little bit about
Yeah.
him, but not much.
I think
he
it
was
was
a convict who
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
Convict who
I
died.
think that's
That
all
was
you
it.
knew.
But that was
Yeah.
it. But that he keeps popping up.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, then I'm gonna say that now.
That's about it, yep.
Like, this guy Bishop. There's another guy in Crucible 3. It's an old detective from Richmond. His name is John Grimes. Colorful record, but a kindred spirit in the fact that he has to know and he can't let things go. We were smoking a couple cigarettes when I was coming to see you in his office.
John Grimes. I feel like I've heard people at the hospital talk about him. And the nurses tend to know the local police. I've never met him, but name sounds familiar.
Some people say he's good. Other people say he's done some shitty things to get a conviction.
Sure. He's been here before.
In any case, he was looking up information, and Uriah Bishop came up. That Church of the Sacred Mother. Bishop's behind it, a leader of it, somewhere within it, used to be a convict. He died in prison.
The church really rubs me the wrong way. I mean, all churches kind of rub me the wrong way, but this one's
Well, if they're
particular.
the main ones distributing this drug, then I mean that answers like a lot of questions.
Well, think about it. The only way that most of his clergy see him is through this drug. If that, not to mention he started a church and his name is Bishop. That's a little on the nose, but
It's Bishop has to go on, yeah.
what did he say? What he looked like?
I
I've
just
seen
heard
him.
him say that he was
It might have been him.
Isn't this the dude that we saw?
Could
We
be.
saw a guy by the name of Father Forgiveness, is who he was referring
Oh.
to as. Yep.
You know, the thing about pigment is there's no good way to test if it's in your system. So it's not like a narcotic or cocaine. You can't just drug test somebody and know that they've been on it. So
It's also can't exactly expect the police to go do anything about ghosts.
I guess that's why.
We wouldn't have a contract for it. The Terrell and Squib military could go in, guns blazing.
Going from Gidgewish here. Thank you,
Oh, hey,
Team
thanks,
Steve.
Gidgewish.
Appreciate it.
It's just, I'm so uneasy. I'm not trained as a law enforcement, and that's what I feel like I'm doing.
We're more problem solvers.
I think it's pretty simple. We get her dad to book us. He can request us specifically since we dealt with her the first time. We have an official channel through Orpheus and permission to do it, so that way we're not fucked. And then we lure her out.
I don't know if they're keeping her under lock and key. We can't lure her out.
Unless we make it seem like she's about to get her hands on a shit ton of money.
Yes, we can set it up like her father agreed to pass on his fortune finally, instead of just giving over a percentage.
And that we're the mediators.
And if these Bishop and his army of ghosts hear that, then surely they'll let her meet with us.
Where do we go from there, though?
I don't know. I don't know what the goal is. This is...
Get her out of there and out of contact. But how do you get someone out of contact with something that can walk through walls?
She's just got to go a long place. That kind of money, she can buy a new life.
She can
We
buy
just
a
gotta...
new identity. I mean, she can dye her hair, but that doesn't solve the bigger problem of the pigment and the convicts and the... What is our role here?
Our role is to get her disassociated with them. That's it. For now.
You don't always know what story's gonna come out when you start poking around in a place. You don't want to necessarily go into a room dark, but at some degree you can't help it.
I'm just so uneasy because this is a big problem with a lot of legs, and we're brand new. You just flew out of a car windshield because you didn't buckle your body in. That's a new mistake.
It was also worth it. And if we can start chipping away at the root of this problem, even if it's just disassociating funding for the distribution of pigment, that's a step in the right direction. We're not trying to topple an empire right now. We're trying to separate an heiress from bad people. Step one. That's it.
Still, in step one, she's gonna have some ghosts with her.
I thought we were just here to exterminate and help ghosts move on. I'm not trying to take down a drug lord. A ghost drug lord.
We're not taking down a drug lord.
That's
We're
what it feels
separating...
Well, we might be.
That's what it
And
feels
frankly,
like.
I don't know that I have an issue with that, to be completely frank with
I don't.
all of you. There's a huge problem out there. There's a huge problem that's wide-reaching, and almost nobody is qualified to do it. Maybe not even including us, but we at least have the ability to try. Whether Orpheus lets us or not, honestly, I would rather that work, but I'm just hoping that Orpheus opens the door, and I'm going to take a wide latitude with that door cracked open. It's not just about that girl. You got a church selling drugs that influence people into the spirit world, and evil spirits have already caused the murder of a mother and child. That we know about. That prison
4
could
other
be
children.
full. So yeah, I mean, I suppose if we let it go, we'll just keep working forever, because we'll keep getting paid to do what we do. So that'll be an easy bank account decision. But otherwise, we could take care of the whole fucking thing if we don't do anything. What the fuck?
We have to think about this practically. And yes, I think every one of us would like to stop the flow of pigment. And this is a nice step in the right direction. It'll gather us more information about what in the world is happening. It helps solve the problem of major funding to it. They have money, a lot of it. They have access to a lot of it. We cut off that access. It's a step in the right direction.
Who knew that currency even mattered to dead people?
It does when they're affecting the lives of the living.
I don't know that it is currency necessarily. Currency buys things in this world.
That's what I mean. Why do they care about her money?
I think because her money is able to potentially buy more materials here. But I think there's a chance that they're dealing with a whole different kind of currency that we don't even know about.
It's just... This has been my job for a week now. I just feel in over my head.
It typically means you're doing something right.
Ugh, I don't know. With my first job, if I was in over my head, people would be dying, and now I guess that's still the case.
We almost did.
As he says that, being the only one with dead eyes currently active, you hear that tapping outside the door. Now everyone's in their bodies. You look over, you see the little glass window on the door sort of cover over with darkness. And then you see that mask sort of pass by.
Pretty resolved to do something about this.
I just want to make sure we have the blessing of Orpheus to start this job, because we need their protection and their benefits, no matter what comes out of it.
We can get there. And we have to start practical. Start with problem A. Solve that.
Alma.
And most of these things waterfall one into the next.
Well,
Call me small-minded, but I really don't give a shit about the politics about it. It's pretty easy to me. Someone came to us that we felt shitty leaving that girl behind the first time when we went down the damn stairs. Now we got this damn girl that looks like she hasn't slept in 15,000 years coming to us asking for help. That's 2 signs now that are going to weigh on our conscience when we find out Eris, whatever her name is, has died. Mysteriously. I'm not going to be able to live with that fucking shit.
We had a chance the first time with a job, and we didn't do it.
I can stand behind what every single one of you are saying. I totally can. I, quite frankly, just don't have it in me to sit here and, like, discuss it. I just think we should just troubleshoot how we're going to get her the fuck out of there. If we all decide that we're going to do it. Because I sure shit am not going to do something without every single one of us there. And if we decide that we're going to hold tight on it, then I'm fucking fine with that too.
It's gonna be
I just want to put it out there that, like, talking about it like this, I don't think everyone's going to see eye to eye just from talking about it. I think maybe we need some time to think it over before we do make that rash of a decision.
Let's start with step 1. Go
getting
talk
you
to her
surgery.
dad. I'll be in surgery in hours. Go talk to her dad. Try and get that contract started. That'll hopefully put Emily's mind at peace about getting Orpheus's blessing for all this. Once that happens, we're all on the same page of helping this girl.
I'm not doing it unless I know that they have my back. I can't just leave my dog with nothing.
You don't need me to go talk to her dad.
I also agree that I will not do this without Orpheus behind our back and an actual contract.
It's so reckless. We need...
Appreciate that both of you are worried about your animals and contracts. But a criminal who's selling pigment knows who I am. I got fucking kids. So...
I'm not worried about my contract. I'm worried about ending up in a hospital bed like Tanner and having no one to foot that bill.
I'm worried about my kids. Okay. Nurse, I'm checking out early.
In fact, as you move towards the door opens, and Prater is standing there in a sharp-looking suit, and he's carrying a briefcase. He's kind of like, all right, hey, watch out, slugger. Kind of pushes past you. He's like, hey, you guys all right? So, hey, close that door, Lee.
Yeah, I'm doing just fine, Prater. Thanks for asking.
It's like, man, yeah. Sorry, looks pretty rough. Hey,
no, it was rainbows and butterflies.
He's like, yeah, we'll talk more about that. He opens up the briefcase and flips it open, and there's a pizza in there.
Oh my
He's
god,
like,
what?
He's like, hey, I figured they weren't feeding you guys all that well here, but pizza? He's like, yeah, it might be a little cold.
Can someone eat my crust, though? It's a little hard for
You can't eat anything. You're having surgery in hours.
You mean to tell me you're putting a
Oh.
pizza in front of me and tell me I can't eat it?
He closes the briefcase. He's like, you want me to, like, baby bird it to you?
No.
Nah, just take it out of my account later that I'm buying a pizza as soon as I'm done with surgery.
It's like, pizza's on me, man.
Thanks, man.
He kind of looks like he gets serious for a second. He's like, hey, I am sorry about what happened. It's like a lot of discussion at Orpheus right now about what we're facing out there.
We've seen the news.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Orpheus is in a bit of hot water as far as public opinion goes right now.
None of that was my decision. I had nothing to do with that. It's like, but I've heard the rumors too. It's ugly out there, and quite frankly, I don't have an answer. I don't know what we're supposed to do right now other than do our best to carry on. Just got a memo, all management, CEO's called an all-hands meeting 2 weeks from now. Everybody's going to get together. We're going to have a town hall closed to the public, no press. We're going to discuss what they're calling specters. Threat tag Spectre, the official name. There's a lot of theories. We just don't know. We just don't know what they are.
Bad news to everyone involved, but...
Yeah, and they seem to be getting worse. I know you guys are new to this, but 6 months ago, this was a rare occurrence. Now my man here being in the hospital, and he kind of pats your leg and says, oh shit, sorry. my man being in the hospital is alarmingly commonplace. And I'm real sorry about that.
Hey, Prater, can you use dead eyes?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And look down the hall.
He kind of stares at you for a second, and his eyes like flash blue. Opens the doors. I don't see anything.
Keep those on when you walk out and tell me what you see.
He's like, yeah, alright, I will.
It'll help you give a little bit of a memo at the town hall.
He's like, yeah, got it. So, anyways, I don't have any answers for you guys, but I'd appreciate everything. Orphanage seems fine. We had Crucible 2 swing by, check it out, said it was light and airy, so, if there's any peace of mind for you, whatever was there, it's clear now.
I had a feeling. Thanks, though.
You got any issues with us fishing for a potential contract? We got a lead on something.
It's like, if you remember your contract, if you bring in a lead, you get 10% of the gross as a bonus.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Riding off of that, how common is it to get multiple crucibles on the same contract?
Good question. Haven't really needed to yet, but on the other hand, the danger of these projects is ticking up. Why? What you guys got in mind?
What if there was a high enough payoff for 2 crucibles or more?
Build rate's the build rate, right?
Yeah, it's, it'd be unprecedented, but I don't see why it would be out of protocol. I got 2 other crucibles I could call on.
The tip that we got to look into a little bit more, but there's
We might need backup.
Yeah, there's some danger in both,
Got a potential hostage situation. No point going through. It's the Durant's girl.
It's like, Alma?
A lot of pigment involved.
Pigment? And Alma?
Shipment.
Shit. It's like, my man, you're not going anywhere. What are you gonna do? You take one punch and your meat's done for.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I should pull you off duty here officially,
You're
man.
not doing that.
It's like,
but if we had
We
maybe
met Crucible 3. I know Grimes' record. He's a police officer, he might know.
that guy's a pain in my ass, but yeah, he's good.
Yeah, you should be.
He's good people. Yeah, hypothetically, I could get 3 and 5.
Now,
Look, if it's a situation we know is violent, it skirts a line between what we are and aren't allowed to do. So my advice to you, if you write up a proposal, write up the job, don't mention the hostage situation and I'll keep my lips sealed.
I have
Are you going to eat that piece, or?
Not allowed.
Yeah, alright.
a question about Tanner here.
Yeah.
He can't come with us in his condition.
I would certainly advise against it.
He needs surgery, he needs recovery, he needs physical therapy, on top of just normal healing. Could he be put under like us? That way, his body could be left behind to heal, but he could still join us.
Well, yes and no. Yes, he could be put under like you. His body would cease healing, though, because he's essentially dead for all intents and purposes. No activity. We just pump him full of stuff that keeps the cells from breaking down.
so then when he comes back to, he's going to take all that, right? Isn't that what it said in the manual?
Well, he should be all right. His body should be all right. But
It would protect him more than if he's going to stubbornly come with us anyways.
well, it would pause the healing process. That's true, but his body would be protected. You're
Well,
right.
hold on here. Let me speak for myself, first of all. I know the risks of this job. And I did willingly proceed with my actions at our last job. I don't plan on running into the fight first, if that's what it comes to. I can help from the back lines.
Yeah, you can be a battery.
I can help that way. I won't be much help metaphysically, physically, whatever. Spiritually, I can't actually hit another ghost. I can't take that damage for you guys. But what I can do is help share vitality with you guys.
You could do that if you were put under like us. And it'd be at less risk to you because I know you, Tanner. The second we get into hot water, you're running towards them.
Sometimes you have to adjust your thinking.
You're not going to.
I will for you guys.
Your heart's too big, you won't do it. You can't.
What do you think?
You have to give me a chance.
I think we should take a vote on whether or not you should be put under.
Well, it's my body.
Well, we're your crucible.
What do you think, Lee?
Honestly, I don't know.
I just don't want him to get himself killed. I mean, more so than he's already doing.
Hey, is there any way, Praetor, that you can get your hands on any of that TNS gadgetry?
He's like, oh. No. But I know where a lab is.
If I
shouldn't have said that. He's like, that would be absolutely outside of the scope of anything we would be doing above board.
It doesn't have to be above board. But it would let me help from afar.
It's like, yeah. That could get ugly fast. We know what they have. We don't know what they have beyond that.
No.
They catch you going in there, find out you're a crucible for Orpheus. Fallout.
Is there anything you guys have? Some sort of gear lock or bond style? Something.
That's not who we are.
You don't have any equipment for agents to help them in the field at all?
Our agents are projectors. What equipment could we provide ghosts?
Something.
Afraid not.
Oh. I'll figure it out.
Alright, well, we gotta drum up this contract anyway and make a proposal. See what we can even do, right?
Yeah.
We don't mention the bad stuff. Just mention it's a situation.
You don't mention the bad stuff and it looks like easy money? Find a reason why you need an extra crucible or two? I'm sure I can get it going. It is unprecedented, though, so it's going to be under a microscope. Anything you can think of to kind of make it look attractive for the company, if you know what I mean? I should be able to help. But don't go get yourself killed, alright? It's going to look bad. It's going to look bad on me, and it's going to suck for you.
Mr. what's his name? Durrance? Perhaps he wants to make a few, wise stock investments.
Yeah. That's right.
So if he's gone public yet?
No. But that doesn't mean we don't accept proposals for...
That could be the initial cost and consultation.
Right. Alright, you guys understand what I'm saying. Enjoy the rest of that pizza. If that lady out front asks, that smell was just me. It wasn't anything else. Hope you feel better soon. Get out of your body a bunch, huh? It's, you won't have to suffer that pain. And then he's like, what the hell is that?
Oh, that's just, the guys I get to hang out with here.
He goes and opens the door and he's like, what the fuck? Closes the door shut. It's like, what the fuck was that?
I saw them take someone as soon as they died.
You mean take someone?
The hearts.
He closes his eyes and you see the, kind of blue flash again. He's like...
So is there any way post-surgery you can get me to stay at Orpheus, maybe?
He's like, I can have you moved post-surgery. Yeah, no problem. We'll set up a room for you.
That'd be great.
We've got trained staff. We'll take good care of you.
That way I don't have to, spend my days listening to that here. Or potentially have to interact with them.
Yeah.
I don't want them harvesting you.
I'd prefer not to be harvested.
Yeah. Hey, look, don't get harvested. Let me know about the job. We'll get it going.
Yeah, we'll try.
He kind of grabs the suitcase. He's like, alright, I'm getting out of here. I'll have that transport arranged.
Aye, Captain.
Kind of closes. Looks back in on you guys. He's like, yeah, sorry again.
Yeah.
Closes the door. Here's shoes clicking as he leaves hurriedly.
Well, at least Prater has seen some of these. Those are definitely specters, by the way. That's not a normal ghost. So at least someone of the food chain other than just an operative has seen one.
Yeah. Gotta get you down for your surgery.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay in my body for it, though.
Watch.
I already had to watch my body fly out of my own self out of a car. Then watch my own body get carted away by an ambulance. And then think about my body almost being harvested by those things.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking weird to have to, like, make really fast decisions while you're standing right there next to us, and we didn't even have time to think, like, ask you shit. I don't know. It was just strange.
It kind of all hit me. It kind of, like, landslided after the fact. That, I watched myself essentially die.
You didn't die. I made sure to die. I think, while this is going on, I'm just, like, snapped back into, like, bedside nursing mode. Like, I'm, like, taking his other leg and, like, moving it to, like, make sure he's not getting blood clots, like...
Essentially, all my injuries happened when I flew out the windshield and landed shoulder first. And everything slinkied from there, essentially. So, it's all one-side recovery.
Alright, and with that, we're going to take a little jump in time.
To when?
Well, do you want to do something? Not long, I'm talking like a couple hours.
Oh, okay,
he's going to get taken down to surgery.
Okay,
in fact, we'll cut to there where he's being wheeled off to surgery. You can be discharged, essentially. I mean, you need to heal and all, but you're basically more or less good to go. You can remove 1 point of that lethal damage. You still have the 2. You, not yet. It'll be a while.
What?
I
You are
will
red.
insist on being there for his discharge to
Okay.
hear the instructions, to make
Yeah.
sure he follows them,
Yep.
and then I will go down to surgery,
Okay.
and I will make sure I speak with the surgeon when he
They
comes
definitely
up.
don't let you in.
No, I'm not going
Yeah,
into
okay, like the
theater. I'm not
consultation
going to
area.
break, like, the
Yeah,
sterile
okay,
field.
alright, cool. Yeah.
No, I go down there when the surgeon came out. I would have asked if I could have been added to y'all's, like, HIPAA to, like, get the information about you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
guys
put
like-
every single one of
Sure.
them on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's not weird, but I want to make sure that it's by the book. So when the surgeon came out, I would ask him, like, how it went, what
Yeah.
the recovery's going to be like. I get all the instructions, and I make sure that you guys follow them,
Love it.
and
Yep, being that caretaker.
I hold you
nature.
to it.
I
And-
probably...
I make Lee go home, and I stay with him for the first few nights.
Okay, well, we'll
Well, I
cut to
was
that.
gonna
We're
say-
not going to nights yet. Yeah, hit me.
Well, as they discharge Lee, I'd probably look at you and be like, you want to stay for the surgery, or you want to get the fuck out of here?
Tanner asked us to all be there.
Yeah, I planned on waiting until after the surgery to leave.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking this was...
Discharge
I'll
means
wait
you
till
don't have
after,
to, like,
yeah.
stay in the hospital.
Takes
Yeah, I'll
you
put
like
my
a
clothes back
bazillion
on.
years to discharge.
Yeah, it
so.
takes forever. And for the sake of it, yeah.
Well,
He gets discharged and gets a medical transport to Orpheus. Go
I'll
ahead.
stay.
okay, well, I don't, do emotions, so I'll be back. And I want to
Nice.
go somewhere special.
Sweet. Where to?
I'm going to go to the pet store.
Awesome.
I'm going to buy a large green iguana, and I'm going to name him Banner.
Nice.
And get a special box with a bow
Nice.
and a cage.
Love it. You buy all the stuff needed to get a big iguana. The pet store is like, helping you buy all the gear you need. You get one of those inflated bags of crickets to feed it.
And I'll
you
get
know.
some balloons that say get well soon and start affixing them to the cage.
Nice.
And I'll put it in his Orpheus room
Perfect.
and just kill time so I do not have to process the emotion that
Love
I am
it.
like secretly feeling inside.
I love it. That's perfect.
Because
Love
I'm
it.
scared shitless.
Yeah. Awesome. And we will, in fact, cut to you in the medical transport. The two of you are riding in a separate car, sort of behind the medical transport.
So his surgery's done.
Surgery's done. It went fine.
Okay.
He
He's not going to be in a wheelchair. Didn't lose his leg.
No. He should get better, but it's going to be about 7 weeks before
Yeah.
they think he can walk again.
You're gonna be in that boot like I was. Forever.
That's right.
Oh, that was broken femur. That's not even boot.
What's the ex-wife's
Yeah.
name?
Diana.
Diane, that's right.
Yeah, I'm crushes.
In the car. The two of you in the car with a driver who's up front. Your busted ass phone horn. And on what little bit of
I see
screen
Iana.
you can see. Yeah, you see Ian, and then it's broken again. It's now Wednesday.
Hey, Di, it's me.
He's like, hey, you busy?
No, not currently.
She's like, great. Kids this weekend? Is that going to work for you?
I mean, did I have anything pressing for the weekend?
I don't think so, but you're not going to be out of the wheelchair by then.
Oh, I didn't think I was in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah.
just a-
Well,
he's
yeah.
just a-
I'm just
Fair
hurt
enough.
at this
That's
point.
right. I did let you get rid of one lethal. Yeah, you're right. You'll be walking. You'll definitely be hurting. But
So
Yeah.
can I overhear that and see him think?
sure.
I would just be like, you tell her you fell down and hurt your knee, but you have a caretaker. You can take him.
Don't believe that. Okay, yep, I'm still good for the weekend. Like, I hurt myself a bit, so I don't know that we'll be super active, but maybe movies and stuff like that.
She's like, what do you mean you hurt yourself a bit?
Yeah, occupational hazard. Little
She's like,
Little-
Jesus.
little beat up.
Lee, I saw in the news that memo. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty real, Di. No, I ain't going to lie to you.
I mean, are we safe?
I will lie to her.
I'm not gonna lie, narrator. He was.
He lied.
Okay. Yeah, you should be. There's nothing pressing. These things aren't coming after just anybody. It seems like most of it is contained to things that are already dead.
She's like, oh, Jesus, I mean, Scott says there's a room at school that the kids avoid. Said they hear scary sounds coming out of it. He's freaked out. He hates going to school right now. Dawn swears Gam's watching her sleep.
I mean, I think, where he's got his head against the front seat of where the driver is, where he's just... Man, I actually think he might be getting a little worked up.
Yeah.
Like the throat starts
Yeah,
closing a
throat
little
kinda-
bit.
Jaws getting tight.
And, eyes start to water a little bit. Just... No, I know. I'm already drawing up a proposal for a company to sweep all the schools, just in case.
She's like, sweep all the schools? You think there's those things in the schools?
I don't know, Di. I don't know, but I want to be sure.
She's like, oh, Jesus Christ, so many weird things happening.
There's a lot of weird shit.
It's like, check the mailbox today. Mail was gone. Just a white chess piece.
Like, what kind of chess piece?
I don't fucking know. I don't know how to play chess.
What's it look like?
I don't know, the skinny one.
Humor me.
I don't know, kind of looks, like a Pope hat.
Alright, I gotta go. I got another call coming in. It's from work. I'm not even gonna wait. I'll throw my phone down.
That finishes it off. Phone shatters.
I make the driver detour to Verizon so we can get on their phone.
Alright.
I actually, even after we're detouring, I think I would tell the driver, but I need you to stop. I need you to pull over right fucking now. Pull over.
So, yep, sure. Pulls over to the side.
I think I'm gonna open the door and fucking walk out.
You're gonna
Just
limping.
walking and fucking smoking and just... I'm not even going anywhere. I'm just
I don't get out. I just let him do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
taking a minute.
Alright, you're just taking a minute. We're gonna cut. You are just coming to. You're a little bit panicked because they're not here, and you don't know where they are necessarily. Although I guess Emily would have her cell phone on her. But you see the medical transport, and you see him kind of coming in. He's just starting to come to.
Wait, where?
Back at Orpheus.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's got out of surgery, got transferred, and he's coming to.
He's in the bed right now, getting moved into his room.
I'll text Emily and be like, where are you at?
Be like, taking a min W Lee. Period. He is upset. Period.
I just text back, use protection. And then I do the winky kiss emoji, and then the water squirt emoji.
I would send back the eye roll emoji.
And I send this and this emoji.
Yep.
I send her the poop emoji.
As the poop emoji is happening, I will be back in, I think, wiping my face. And just... Alright, let's keep going.
You are deliriously coming to in your room, and you see
banner over your face.
You see a lizard.
An iguana.
Is that a dragon?
It's an iguana. His name's Bruce Banner. Get it? Because he's green. And Banner, like Tanner.
I think he just loses it.
Oh my
He's
god,
still
you're
like-
so high for
He's goofing and like losing his mind, laughing, and Victor pokes his head in. Like, everything all right?
Nice mustache.
Thank you. I know. Take good care of it.
Good. No,
Oh,
everything's
lizard?
fine.
It's an iguana.
It's the Hulk.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Cut back to you two in the car. Almost to Orpheus. You clearly see him quite distraught.
I know he probably doesn't want to talk about it. I'm not going to ask him. I will ask, Lee, you want to stop and get a new phone? Probably going to need one. You can stay in the car, I'll grab it. Or you
Yeah, let's get a new phone.
can sit outside the store and smoke and I'll take care of it.
Do you need this one? Do they need this one anymore? Or
It
is it all
doesn't matter.
backed up?
Just-
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Well, they don't need to like transfer contacts.
It's in the cloud, buddy.
Takes about an hour of you you two sitting together, playing with the iguana. You get your new phone, get back to Orpheus. What do you guys want to do? Anybody?
I want to check on Tanner.
Yeah, you get there, walk right to the room, and you can see that he's been well set up, and in fact, an aide seems to be like in the middle of kind of like helping him out,
Perfect.
doing whatever.
I'll review his chart and make sure he's on like a good pain schedule.
Totally seems like it's extremely professional, and nothing looks out of the ordinary to you.
Okay.
And you do see a massive iguana in a tank with like a heat lamp.
I'm not gonna ask about that.
It's, look at it like,
I know exactly who got that. Just be like,
I already knew. As I'm buying it, I can hear in her voice, that thing is disease-ridden.
yeah, you pause for a second, like, hand over the money. But you definitely notice that Lee is kind of standing like against the door, looking pretty distraught. You can decide whether or not, but I think you're kind of just loopy.
You're
Still
high.
still
Yeah,
loopy.
you're done for.
You don't see shit.
He's the Hulk. Angry. Just holding the iguana.
Yeah, I think Bruce is just sitting on him,
Yeah.
just petting his little scales.
My God, you're so lucky you're not in like a real hospital and that you get to like chill with your iguana.
You guys do anything?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep looking at Lee. And see if I can catch his eye.
Oh yeah, I think he's trying to do the.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, are those clicky clack guys gone?
Yeah.
They are far away from us.
They're all gone, buddy.
Good.
How are you feeling?
I got the Hulk.
Yeah. You know, if you press this button right here, it makes you feel even better.
Press the Hulk?
No.
Man.
I'd put the morphine button in his hand.
Yeah. I got you.
Now you have something to, something you have to take care of.
I've done a pretty shit job of taking care of myself, but...
Well, now you have to take care of this thing.
Yeah. I can take care of the Hulk.
You gotta feed it.
Ah, shit. I can do that.
You should probably set up some things like...
Yeah, you should probably set it up a little closer to me so I can reach it. I won't be very mobile.
Like at your house, there's these things. You can go on YouTube. You can find it. It's really easy. But you can just like go around the whole perimeter of your whole like room, and it can like just climb up there and just go around your whole house.
I have a 1-bedroom apartment.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Work laterally.
Yeah, love it.
Alright, do you guys do anything else this day? It's getting late in the day. It's evening.
I think Tanner actually just passes out.
Yeah, I think that's fair. You could leave your body if you wanted to.
No, I think he honestly
Rest
just
and
wants to...
recuperate.
You probably can't concentrate hard enough
Yeah.
to do that.
Can I walk by Crucible 3's office just to see?
Definitely. And before we do that, the aide does sort of say, hey, by the way, did you two want to be put back under, or do you want to stay up for a while?
What do you think? I guess it's prudent we go under.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get that process started now. You know, it takes a little while. Not as long as coming back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I heard that, I'll walk you guys down.
It's a...
Tanner falls asleep with Banner on his chest.
Yeah, Banner and Banner. The aide is like, fuck,
I would just be like...
nods, works around it. You walk them down into the row, it's 2 rows of cryo tubes. And theirs are opened.
And it takes them 5 hours to go in.
Going under takes a little less, it's about 2 to 3 hours. It's 5 to come back. It's much harder to bring them back.
You gotta warm that body back up.
Mm-hmm.
We've got about
Put a
3
life in it.
hours. Think about how much you want to tell us.
Yep. I sure do.
Nice.
Well, 3 hours without any of the rest of the Crucible. Sounds like I should get into a bit of trouble.
One of the aides, like with the hairnet and like booties over their shoes, is like, alright, you ready? You guys know this. We've been through this. They start the process of going
Wait.
under. Yeah?
Okay, I'm ready.
Good one. But you know Carla's a bit of a jokester. She likes it.
Carla?
Classic Carla.
Classic Carla.
Carla's all about the putting you under jokes.
Yeah, nothing like a good put you under joke.
Alright, you were going to go by Crucible 3.
Just to see. I know it's getting late.
Yeah, well, I think it's reasonable that Grimes is there. That's his MO. In fact, you approach and you can see a little bit of smoke kind of come up from under the door. Smell that telltale cigarette smell.
I already think he's gonna knock. I think he's walked with a purpose.
Alright.
I think he just...
Drill, and he's like, oh, Jesus!
Oh, shut it.
Scare the shit out of me.
Oh, sit down.
Spectres.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Heard about it.
Got bigger problems.
I'm all ears. Kind of spins around in his chair a little bit. You can see, like, burger wrappers,
Yeah.
like, on the desk.
Grimes ain't eating hummus.
Nope.
Well, we worked a case. There's a girl, rich girl, Duran's. Dad died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Durant's.
Worked a case where she wanted to get some money unlocked, whatever. We went up to this penthouse downtown. A lot of people exploiting a rich girl, of course. She didn't see it for a minute. There's a lot of, it's like ex-convict ghost stuff. And when we were leaving...
Bunch of ex-convicts? Alright, go on.
When we were leaving, we saw some... I'd say they were corporate lawyers, but you know the type, holding a briefcase. They also had a couple ghost guards with them. Professional looking. It's not no slouch that you might find out there.
Interesting.
Tried to talk the girl into leaving, whatever. They didn't do it. We didn't press it, even though I thought we should. Her friend comes and finds us in the hospital. Gets a text from this girl, Alma Durance. Says she needs help. She's basically being held hostage by these people that are pressing a bunch of pigment. The person up there, yelling at her and keeping her there, is Bishop.
Interesting. You remember a couple years ago there was a fire out at the prison? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 14 convicts died that day. A fire. Couldn't find Bishop's exact date of death. It's right around there. His record seems to be scrubbed clean. 13 others died one day at the prison. Might be worth digging in on Reporter.
I got a favor to ask.
I'm all ears.
I'm assuming you still have some contacts in the police department.
Yeah, I got some buddies.
Chance, have some people watching dress, my ex-wife, my kids. The only name that this girl seemed to recall to tell Bishop was mine. My ex-wife found a Bishop chess piece in my mailbox today.
He's like, shit. Yeah, I'll get a patrol car over there. Keep an eye on the place for a couple nights.
Will you give her my number?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
Anyway, we're looking up a proposal with the Durants, the deceased dad, seeing if he'll help. Seeing if we can get a combined effort to go get this girl. Figured some answers you might want to have, as well as us.
It's like, yeah, alright, I'm in. We'll be in.
Okay.
Ted and Jill, they're shaking. A lot more out there than anyone thought at first, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you go be with yours, huh? It's important.
Yeah, I'll see ya.
And we'll just say for the sake of time, about that time, you walk out and see them walking around in ghost form, walking out together. Walking towards Tanner's room, of course. Hey y'all, thanks for the raid. Thank you for coming.
Back to your projected selves.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Talk to Grimes.
What do you have to say?
Bit strange. There's a fire out of the prison a couple of years ago. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Would any of them been brought to my hospital?
No. Definitely not. You do maybe vaguely remember it on the news, that's up to you, but you certainly did not treat anyone.
You know, I maybe heard something about it, but it's not much.
14 people died that day. Inmates.
That's probably why we didn't hear much about it.
13 of them were accounted for. One wasn't. And Uriah Bishop's complete record has been scrubbed.
So, any good idea who that 14th might have been?
Yeah. But an accidental fire doesn't mean you scrub a record.
Not at all. Could he have done it himself?
I don't think so. I would put this on something else. Organizational, system level. My ex-wife checked the mailbox today. There was no mail in it. But there was a Bishop chess piece.
Can you get him out of there?
To where? To say what?
You don't want to scare him.
Just truly don't know where to put them, or for how long.
Bring him here.
No. Don't know. I think we gotta check out the prison. Now I've got a friendly relationship with the warden.
Right.
Anything else for the scene? Anyone want to add anything? Alright, with that, it gets late. Lee, you turn in. The two of you occupy yourselves, mostly avoiding Victor. You sleep peacefully through the night. No horrible dreams, as the Hulk keeps you safe for the night.
And the morphine.
And the morphine. The Hulk and the morphine. Next morning comes. You wake up pretty well rested. You all are back. All your vitality is clear.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach, just due to sheer willpower, you can remove that last bit of lethal damage there. All your vitality is back, and 1 willpower can be returned. Actually, 1 willpower across the board. You guys have earned it.
So I'm still crippled, technically,
You're
right?
still crippled. No, you can get rid of that crippled. Actually, yeah, you're still crippled. You should have been you should have been incapacitated. You're right. Next morning comes, and Tanner is awake, kind of sitting up a little bit in bed, still chilling with the iguana, who has not really moved at all, just kind of chilling there. And you all kind of reconvene in his room to figure out the plan for the day. It is Thursday.
First of all, thank you guys. You guys helped a lot.
How's your leg feeling today? You can't feel it yet.
Yeah, I can't really feel it yet,
It's good.
but I'm not the problem at hand anymore. I'm good. And, thank you for Banner here.
You don't have to thank me. Just keep him alive.
Well, that means I have to stay alive to keep him alive, so...
Oh, I guess it does work that way.
The ever thoughtful. But, do we have any headway on this whole Durant's 2.0 case?
Not yet.
Sort of.
I guess our current agenda is go check out the prison, talk to the dad.
Yeah. Trying not to get into anything too heavy before the weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cranio Dad. Appreciate that, my man. Well, 6 months.
What
Time
about
of year.
the other Crucibles? I know we talked about a tag team. Are they on board?
3 is.
Jill and Ted? I know they were 4, but...
I don't know if we can argue getting 3 Crucibles in.
Yeah. I just figured since, they were the ones who kind of gave us the heads up on Spectres. But...
We do gotta go check out the prison here soon. We didn't get to tell you that last night.
The warden likes us there, though.
Yep. Right now he does. I don't know which is first. I honestly don't. I guess if we go talk to the dad, that starts getting the process moving for an actual contract.
That way our time is booked
Yeah.
for just that.
It also safeguards us if anything were to happen at the prison.
Yeah, all available research. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
I think I have a plan on how we might be able to at least get out of the house and in a spot where we might possibly be able to sneak her out somehow. Just get her away for a bit.
Okay. Any plan will do. The less violent it is, the more we're taking care of ourselves.
Agree.
The more help I can be, honestly. I can't really do much. I can still occupy things, but that's
Still a dangerous game to play. Let's just stick to talking for now. Talking and investigating.
So we'll go talk to Durant's.
Durant's first.
Prison.
Prison. And then from there we can start moving on Durant's the Younger.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. I'm not going to be able to leave this bed, so...
You think you can meditate?
Definitely can. But we're going to have to come back here every once in a while. Otherwise I won't be able to sustain it for long.
We only got a couple hours, pal. I think only Durant's today is all we're going to be able to do if we drive out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Heading to Durant's?
Mm-hmm. Looks like I'm driving.
And, I will...
Yep. You meditate, no problem. Leave your body. And the nice thing about not being at the hospital is the aide completely understands.
Yeah.
Right? They're like,
They're not like, oh shit, we lost him.
yeah, like, what's going on right now? Alright, we'll skip ahead to pulling up to the Durant's house. We'll probably end it after the conversation with Durant's. But you all wind up there. Need a break?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Pull up to the massive estate. Walk up to the door again. Push your way through. You're in the flesh, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is it locked?
It does appear to be locked.
Alright, I guess I'll go back to the car.
Alright. You can knock.
Alright, yeah, I'll knock.
Alright. Takes a little bit, and then you... And then he manifests out of the door. Thought I recognized you. I don't know why he had that accent. Oi, it's me! Mr. Durant, you remember?
Your old pally!
I'm floating above
Look
the
how
money.
rich I am, smoking money! Orpheus, should be... Everything's worked out. What can I help you with? Come in, come in. And you see multiple computers lined up.
We've upgraded.
It's like, I have found that I can occupy those things and understand them. I feel like I'm on the verge of being able to travel through the wires. Can you imagine?
Go.
Actually, I can't imagine.
Have a whole new reality.
Yeah. Anyways, what can I do? What can I do?
Quite plainly, your daughter's in trouble. Bad trouble.
Probably not the first time.
I think she's understanding that now, though.
Is she? Alright, tell me.
Well, as we filled you in last time with that deal, she was surrounded by people trying to live off that wealth, and also ghosts that were some toughs. Looked like former convicts.
Damn.
She sent a friend to find us. And now we have more information. I think it just got over her head too quick. But there's a man who leads a strange church with a lot of power. They're selling that pigment drug, which no doubt, if you're on the computer, you've heard of.
I've heard of it, and I think I know the church you're referring to, the Church of the Sacred Mother.
That's exactly right.
Judeo-Christian-ish, seems to be mostly non-scripture, non-denominational, non-specific, really. In fact, trying to find anything about their specific beliefs has left me stymied.
Thinking it's a bit of a front.
They believe in pigment, essentially.
Your daughter sent a friend, and she sent a text to find us specifically. But there's a bad actor here. His name's Bishop, who's been popping up all over the place as part of a leader here. She's basically being held hostage.
How can I help?
The only way we can help you, unfortunately, is if we are officially booked to help you.
I see.
We can also pull in backup, though, if we have an official contract.
And an official contract from someone with as much appeal as your name.
I understand. This is some bit of subterfuge going on here. Yes?
A little
In
bit.
terms of between you and your employer.
Yes.
A lot of it.
Then that's how I know that you're serious about helping my daughter. Well, let's think through a scope of work, shall we?
Thought you might be just the one.
Well, if there's one thing I enjoy, it's drawing up contracts. So let's get to work. And with that, we're going to pan our camera out over the beautiful city of Richmond as they begin working out the contracts. And we zoom in on a quiet street. There's a police cruiser sitting out front. And a projected spirit that looks not unlike a convict walks right past the cruiser, sneering at them. Walks up to the door, pushes through. The camera follows them as a young Scot is eating at the table. He looks at him, walks past, sees a young girl playing, coloring, a mother in the kitchen preparing dinner for the kids. He walks up the stairs and sees an old lady holding an oxygen machine, the ghost of Gam Gam. He just kind of grins at her. And we fade to black. That is Orpheus for tonight, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed that sesh.
Don't have a family in this game, y'all.
Everyone's gonna be fine. He's just checking the place
had a
out.
dog.
He's just checking the place out.
No, you have an aunt. She's actually really personable.
She's very dead.
Yep. And is in bad shape. Alright, that was fun, y'all. Lid, I enjoyed you being a medical professional.
Mm-hmm.
I love your tricking him into staying alive. That was awesome. I love you playing out being on the verge of absolute defeat. And as always, love the reporter in you, Sean. Keeps advancing the plot. Fun stuff, guys. Hope you guys are having fun. Next episode, we will enact the Durance rescue. And maybe a little research at the prison.
The Durance connection.
All right.
Endurance.
Let's go launch a raid, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. Hey, someone remember, we do have these 2 extra rolls. Let's start next session with them so they don't go to waste.
Yep.
Okay.
And everyone go ahead and take 2 experience points. Everyone's willpower should be pretty good. Feel free to go ahead and start spending experience if you guys
Join
want.
us next week for Durance 11.
Yeah, we will be back for the Durance job. All right, see you guys. We're going to go launch a raid. It's been fun.